Hi, Shipwreck. Hello. You know, I really need to I feel like I'm 2 years into VTubing, but I don't have like a unique hello and goodbye like saying, you know what I mean? I feel like I feel like I need to have one instead of just hi guys. You know what I mean? How like some VTubers have the like they do a pun, you know? So I don't know. I think my goodbye should just be like sayonara, like, you know, like Poseidon. I know it's cringe, but you know, I think it's kind of silly. It's kind of funny. It's kind of unique. Hehe XD. But hi everybody. I hope you're doing well today. As for me, sayonara. Exactly. I need to come up with one that is just like, I don't know. Is YouTube request fine? I do have a list of videos I'm reacting to today, but feel free to put some in the suggestion channel. Sometimes I pull them. I pull them from. I pull some more videos from the suggestion channel on my community server. But hello, I hope everybody is doing well today. We need to come up with an intro like sayonara. There, that's easy. Poseidon. That's so bad. That is so bad. Oh God. Okay. As for how I've been doing, I have if you were on Friday's stream, I think you would have noticed that I have I got pretty sick over the weekend. I got pretty sick over this past weekend, which is not normal. I don't get sick like this. You know, sometimes I get like the sniffles and stuff, which is pretty normal for me. But I had a full-blown like fever and cold this weekend. And I was on so much day and night quill, I was like kind of getting delirious. So that is why I opted to not stream yesterday. I actually slept in yesterday till like, I want to say almost 4 p.m. I think I fell asleep at like 1 the night before, and then I slept all the way until 4. So I was really Shy showed up and he has to say that because he has a Pokemon named Poseidon. Wait, that's so funny. What time is your live stream for ZA? Whenever we're done reacting, which I would assume would be done by 3, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I don't think we're gonna be reacting to too much today. We actually have one really long video we're gonna react to. So for my One Piece fans, we're gonna react to a One Piece video today because I love One Piece. I love One Piece. So yeah. So I've been kind of sick. I've been just resting. I actually felt like so sad this past weekend, and I know it wasn't like my fault or anything, but I just felt like I was so unproductive. Like I legitimately spent most of the day just rotting. Like that's all I did. I literally was in bed rotting, and I felt so bad because I'm so used to working and being like productive. So when I'm not productive, I feel like I get into like a really bad mindset, or like I'm so useless. But I'm trying to give myself grace to tell myself to rest. Hope you feel better, Queen. Thank you. I am feeling much better today. I did take a lot of NyQuil and DayQuil, and I was drinking like, what is it called? Emergency, like vitamins. I was drinking so much water. I made like soup, like with a like little bit of energy I had. I was making food because I didn't want to order out. So yeah. Hello there. Hope you're doing well and feeling better. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I actually felt so sad. I didn't get to play any ZA this weekend because I'm trying to like strictly play it only on stream. So I'm the opposite. I tell myself I'm useless constantly when I do something I actually feel good now. I think it's just because I'm like a workaholic. You know what I mean? Like I like to work. It's what I do to keep myself busy. So when I'm not working, I feel sad. So yeah, I actually had to miss like I think one assignment from my classes this weekend, and I felt so bad, and I like emailed my professor like, I'm sick, can I please turn this in late? And she's like, you have over 100% in the class, yes, you can turn it in late. I'm like, okay. So I got that done yesterday night. How's it going? I'm doing good. You might still hear me like sniffle like throughout the stream, and I don't know if I sound nasally. I don't know if I still sound sick, but you'll probably hear me today kind of sniffling, I might have to mute to blow my nose. What do you mean you were 100%? I did all the extra credit assignments, that's why. That's why when I was just like, can I please turn this in like a day or two late, she was so chill about it. She's like, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. She was like, don't worry about it, Poseidon. You can turn it in late. I was like, are you sure I'm okay with missing the assignment? Just tell me. Just tell me. I just need my war total and let's go after you to make me feel thank you. It's always so sweet whenever I see like viewers name their Pokemon after me. It's honestly so like so sweet. Yeah, hello. I got Greninja's Megastone. Heck yeah. I'm actually so sad. So if you guys ordered my deck box with Murasaki, which by the way, go check out my TCG deck box with Murasaki Atelier. Those are starting to get shipped out. Mine was supposed to arrive on Saturday, but it got delayed. I was so sad. I'm like, I want my deck box. I want my deck box. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use it outside of my own home, but I want to use my deck box. So if you got my merch, by the way, you should totally get it if you haven't done so yet. Definitely tag me, post pictures, because that's like my favorite thing to see whenever I'm like log into Twitter or like Discord, and I'm like, someone likes my merch. Before I knew you existed, but still. Yeah, Empoleon has literally a trident on their head, which makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. But I don't think we're going to be yapping for too long today. I actually started stream a little late because I was eating lunch. I was eating lunchies. I had a sandwich. It was very, very yummy. I had a roast beef sandwich with, I think I got like a pepper jack cheese. I can't remember. I bought like 3 types of cheese. So I just have them in my fridge whenever I just like want to snack on something. I'm like, I'm just gonna eat a piece of cheese. Is that normal? Do you ever just like go into your fridge and just eat like a piece of cheese? I tend to do that. I don't know why. Like not like string cheese. Like I do have string cheese, but like literal like deli slices of cheese. Like I will sometimes just like eat it. Just one. Sometimes I'll have 2. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta have that little snacky, you know? You just gotta nom on some chess. You gotta nom on some chess. I still go a bit till I have dinner. Dude, the shredded cheese craving at 3. No, that's so real. That is so real. Because I have a problem where I will wake up in like the middle of the night and I like need to pee. And sometimes I'll like go back to bed and I'm like, damn, a piece of cheese sounds so good right now. And I won't lie. Sometimes I will go to my fridge and just eat a piece of cheese and then go back to bed. I used to do this as a kid. I would also bite the cheese in the shape of my home state. What? That's crazy. Oh my gosh. We should have like a cheese biting competition. What if I force my viewers to like bite cheese in the shape of me? That would be so funny. Slice sugar because I'm lactose intolerant. Dude, I'm also lactose, but I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Will I regret it later? Yes, I will. Hello, Leviathan. Yeah, rotisserie chicken. I won't lie. There have been a few nights where I will just like buy a rotisserie chicken and I'll just eat the rotisserie chicken with my hands. I know, I'm a monster. I'm a monster. The most bonita, sexy Poseidon eats a whole rotisserie chicken. She telling us to throw the cheese? Maybe. You want to throw the cheese? I will take any cheese. What is everybody's favorite cheese? I really like Gruyere. Gruyere? What is it? I don't fucking know how to say it. Gruyere cheese. I really like that. You know, I won't lie. Sometimes I do like the American cheese, even though I feel like I'm pretty sure that it's very, very, very fake. The entire chicken. Okay, so I will eat. So what I'll do, I'll eat the dark meat. So like the legs and the wings and like the thighs. And then I'll save like the breast meat for like salads or something. Or if I want to make like a chicken salad. Cottage cheese. Unironically, I don't hate cottage cheese. I feel like a lot of my friends and family hate cottage cheese. They're like, Poseidon, ew, you eat cottage cheese? I'm like, it's fine. Like, I don't know what the problem is. Dude, someone dropped Poseidon music and tried it as a fork on the whole chicken. Have you guys seen the art of me with my trident in a meatball? Hold up. Dude, it's like the funniest thing. Let me find it. This was one of the first like fan arts I've gotten like ever when I first like debuted. And it's like the funniest thing. Meatball! Meatball. 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 Look at me. I mean, I don't think there's a meatball on it. I think it's just spaghetti. Can you pin the, yeah, thank you. Okay, I got it. I got you, fam. Thank you. Why isn't it? Okay, there we go. Meatball. I actually have another one. Dude, this one's really funny too. It's just me with my fork. It's me and my fork. Here. There's my fork. My fork, but with a bow. Look how cool my fork is. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this fork has a little bow on it. And it's super duper cute. And then it has like a ribbon. Oh, wait. Oh, no. The rigging. I didn't even realize that was an error. Oops. Oh, well, we're gonna pretend like that isn't there. It's okay. Nobody likes to see my legs anyways. Hi, Mr. Faye. Yeah, it's super cute. I love my fork. Damn, it's just spaghetti. Yeah, it's just spaghetti. I'm sorry, I lied. There was no meatball. There was no meatball. I do like meatballs. I have meatballs in my freezer that I think I've had in there for like a year. And I unironically just don't know what I want to do with it. I kind of just want to eat it whole. Shadow Bonner, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Parmesan cheese is really good. I don't eat a lot of Parmesan because I find it to be quite salty. So if I do like put Parmesan in anything, I don't put a lot. You know what I like about VTubers and YouTubers? Twitch is more interactive and interesting. I think everybody kind of has their like preference of like where they want to watch. Meatball sub. Oh, that sounds so good. I haven't had a meatball sub in forever. I used to like, if I went to Subway, which I don't go to Subway a lot just because I don't know. I don't really like Subway. I don't know what it is. Like, there's just like a taste of Subway sandwiches that I'm like, I don't know if I dig this, but like when I used to go to Subway a lot, because I used to go to school near a Subway, I would get like a meatball sub. But I think I mentioned on stream a few times, I have a very traumatizing memory with Subway. How's it going? Just found my shiny Mom Wilds. Yay, yeah. Wait, dumb idea. Put cheese on a fuck ton of meatballs and eat it. Brother, that sounds so good, but I feel like my stomach would explode. I feel like I'd die. Subway used to be $5 for a 7, now it's 15. That's diabolical. Dude, here's my hack, okay? For most fast food, I only order on apps now. I don't ever go in and order at the cashier. I don't ever do that. Because oftentimes the apps have way better deals than going straight in there. So I don't know if I don't have the Subway app, but I'm sure if there is one, there might be a better deal on the app than in store. I don't ever go in and order through there anymore. No, yeah, dude, food just got so expensive. I feel like not even just fast food, everything, even groceries got so expensive. It's ridiculous. I spend way more on groceries. I honestly used to get away with spending only $100 on groceries. And now I'm spending close to $200 to $300 now on groceries. And I'm just this is insane and this is crazy. I should not be having to spend this much money. And you know, it's sad. You might as I feel sometimes if you eat out, you eat fast food and stuff, you might actually get more for your money there. There have been times where I will order Chinese takeout and then split the Chinese takeout into 2-3 meals, and that will cost less than me having to go and buy the same ingredients at the store. It's insane. It's so bad. I am why is the cost of living so high now? And I'm a god. I shouldn't have to be paying this much, but obviously if I want to live amongst the mortals, I have to pay taxes. I have to pay rent and everything. Inflation just affects everything, not just for Pokemon too. Dude, yeah, no, Pokemon inflation's crazy. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I should go to food places. Most give me a discount with friends. Oh, I guess that works too. If you have friends that work in fast food, then hell yeah. All power to you, my guy. I'm actually checking something. I'm checking the prices for Mega Evolution because this set has just been going up and down these past few weeks. Oh, excuse me. I have my coffee next to me, so I'm hoping that kicks in pretty soon. Oh, brother. Yeah, some of these prices are a little high. I'm not gonna lie. They're a little high. Granted, I think some of it's pretty valid. You know, some of these prices, okay, I can see it being that, but darn. Being a Pokemon collector nowadays, I saw the most diabolical video the other day. And it was some guy, he was just buying out all the packs at Walmart for Mega Evolution, and his handle was his name, and it was something Stauper. I'm you're a loser. Unemployed activities. And it's so sad because he brought his kids with him. Why would you do that? The shiny Patrat you have in ZA should evolve to Watchog. I actually don't know what Watchog's shiny looks like. What does Watchog's shiny look like? Watchog shiny. Ooh, he's neon green. What the hell? Brother. What the heliante? Oh, he's cool. I like him. He's pretty sick. He is pretty sick. Oh, brother's wearing a 1970s swimsuit. Gophers are so strange when you look at them from the side. The what? What's your favorite shiny starter? Ooh. Oh. I have to look at all of them. 1 second. I'm sure. I can't remember all of them, so I have to look. Oh, Mudkips is so cute. Lidens is cute. I really like Fennekins as well. Ooh, Fennekins is so nice. I think Mudkip and Fennekin are up there for me. Darn, those are so nice. Yeah, Mudkip's cool. Oh, dude, Tricos is really good too. Damn, honestly, I think most of the shiny starters look pretty good. What is your favorite? What do you like about the new Pokemon game so far? I actually really like that it's different from Legends Arceus, like the mechanic. It's definitely harder for me because I'm not very video game oriented, but I honestly think it's a lot of fun. Yeah. Do I think it's for everybody? No. I don't think it's a game that I think all Pokemon fans would enjoy. But I think for somebody like me who's just like, I'm just here to vibe and I'm just here to have a good time. I'm a pretty casual Pokemon game enjoyer. I think it's a good game. Think about getting Legends. What starter should I choose for Pokemon Legends EA? I think you should choose whatever you like. If you have a favorite type, maybe you should go for that. Yeah, there's not a lot of exploration because one of my biggest criticisms I think for the game was I wish that it let you out of Lumiose. Unless for any reason there is a point where you do get out, which if there is, don't say anything. But from my observations, I wish it was a little bigger. But I'm sure maybe in the DLC or anything in the any future added content might add that. I have no idea. Do you like the outfits you have access to? I do. Do you know what Digimon is? I know what Digimon is. I never watched Digimon. I've never played a card game. I don't really know much about Digimon, if I'm being honest. I still want to play ZA, but I'm waiting till December to get when I hopefully get a Switch too. Heck yeah! Heck yeah. I like Rowlet shiny. He's a round minty boy. He is so cute. He is a baby. I love Rowlet. I see a lot of people complaining and they never consider that even though it's a Switch 2 position, it's probably a game designed for the Switch 1 originally, hence the lower graphics. Yeah, I think most of the Switch population, like people who have Switches, probably have the original Switches. Yeah, I wish they added caves or forests outside of the map that you can visit instead of finding them in wild zones. That's fair. I think that's completely fair. I hope that with the DLC or anything remotely in the future they add a way to get out of Lumiose. What do you think of Bakugan? I never got into Bakugan either. Chinese is King Gambit. Heck yeah. Currently hunting Shiny Fruki. Hell yeah. Good luck. I feel like the Switch 2 exclusive games these definitely have better quality because of the recent Wild Winds and Waves League. I did see that. I did. I did see that. That'll be sick. I'm excited for Gen 10. Hopefully next year. Fingers crossed, chat. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm enjoying the game though. I am taking my time with it. I really just chilling. The DLC, according to what Pokemon Sam seems to indicate a full dimension to explore. Then there we go. There we go. And which Team Flare won? Oh Lord! Wow! What? I'm replaying Let's Go Eevee while watching your stream. I never finished Let's Go. I actually sold my copy of Let's Go. I actually sold my copy. Hello, Sexy Babes. Welcome in. Thank you guys for the watch streaks. That's a cool feature that they added. You can claim oh, I've been on a watch streak. I like that. I like that feature. Yeah, I'll be honest. I kind of forgot about Team Flare. I kind of forgot about them. Only thing I know about Gen 10 is that it's gonna be Greece inspired. I heard it was gonna be Southeast Asian inspired. There's a rare copy of Let's Go that was owned by the Poseidon Mythos out there right now. Yeah, there is. I don't know who has it, but someone does. Someone has it. I don't know who though. I sold it a long time ago. I was moving and I needed extra funds, so I was like, I never finished this game, and I don't think I'm gonna finish it. So I'm going to sell this game, and I don't know where it's at now. The carry across the quality of life features in ZA, such as auto healing status. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. I love the auto healing so much. The change moves when you're showing TMs, dude, that's so nice. So nice. The 69 watch streak. Bro, I actually don't know how many streams I've done. I for sure have done like over maybe 200 streams. But my god, I need to check how many like live streams I've done. But my 2-year anniversary is coming up very soon, and I actually don't know what I'm gonna do. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I thought about doing a subathon, point-a-thon, I don't know, but it might just be like a weekend thing as opposed to like doing like a whole week, because I feel like I just don't have time for that. But I don't know, maybe we'll do like a subathon or something. I think that would be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. We'll see. If you guys have any ideas of what I should do for my anniversary, let me know. Let me know. I really, you know what I would love to get? I want to get a 3D model so bad. But the problem with 3D models is that they're actually quite expensive, especially if you want like a really high quality one. Like they can go up to like $3,000 to $5,000. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know what I do with 3D. Like, I guess I could do like VR chat and stuff, but I've never done anything like that. I watched you live for 2 months now. Oh, that's a long time. Make an evil team and stream it. What would be? I would just be copying Team Aqua. I'd just be copying them. Ah, oh, sorry. Whoa, what is happening on my screen? Anyone dare for the passive is level 100, level Scarlet Violet, no Pokemon battle, just trainers in the mandatory battles. I have no idea what that is. Hold on, I need to blow my nose. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Hold on, let me blow my nose really quick. Nobody wants to hear this. Alright, so I have a Kleenex that I will have for bid. The starting bid cost starts at $100. You get a Kleenex blown by Poseidon from Mythos. I'm just kidding. I don't think anybody wants that. No, there's gonna be one freak out there that's like, yes, please, I will give you $1 million. Well, there's a new model you wanted to reveal. Ooh, that's true. I could debut something on that day. I could. That's someone's king. Somebody wants a used Kleenex that Poseidon blew into with all her snot and mucus. Disgusting. Whatever happened to the chibi design that you're Vaporeon? I only bring that out every now and then. I actually kind of prefer using my like actual like full body models. That one's kind of like a joke model. But I'll pull out every now and then, but I don't take it out all the time. Stop it, it's not funny. Couldn't make it a redeem. Poor Claps. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna, okay, hold up, chat. I actually really need to pee. I drank so much water. So I'm gonna pee, and then we're gonna start, actually, uno momento, por favor. Oh, no. Okay. One sec.
May never again be an arc like.
Okay, when I'm back from peeing, I think we're gonna do full screen this time. Oh, just kidding. We're not doing that yet. I forgot, I actually didn't fix my full screen yet, so I guess we're not gonna do that. We're gonna react to some One Piece. This one's gonna be why Marineford is the greatest manga arc of all time. So if you're my One Piece viewers, we're gonna react to that, but I am going to be right back, okay? I am going to go pee really quick. So, in the meantime, you can go look at my wonderful, wonderful model, and yeah, I'll be right back. Please give me like 5 minutes max. I like need to pee, okay? I'm not gonna hold it. Okay, Joel, get the fuck back here. I see you, motherfucker. Get the fuck back here. Get back here. Get back here. Get back here! Get back here! Get back here! Get back here! Hi. I peed. I would like to rate my pee. It was like a 8 out of 10. I was like a pretty above average pee, but not like the best pee I've ever had. Yes, Chad, I fucking washed my hands. I fucking washed them. I swear to God. I swear. I wish there was a way I can make you guys sniff my hands, but I swear I washed them, okay? I'm not nasty. Okay, I don't know why you motherfuckers think I'm disgusting. Were you frying chicken in there or something? What? No? I was not frying chicken in there. What is that supposed to mean? Want a medal? Yes. I want all the gold stars for all the peeing. Oh God, I'm telling you, I drink so much water, and I mean that's a good thing, but it also means I'm gonna pee like every 5 seconds. And then I was in a Discord call with one of my friends, and I was like, I was peeing a lot, like throughout the call, and they're like, Poseidon, are you pregnant? I'm like, I'm not fucking pregnant. Why does everybody think I'm pregnant? I'm not pregnant. Just because I pee a lot doesn't automatically mean I'm pregnant. What the fuck? Professional piss maker? Hell yeah. I know that's right. You're pregnant, I'm not pregnant. I am not. I think that's a good thing though. Do you think, like, I think I shouldn't be allowed to procreate anymore. Pregante? Pregnante? Are you purgant? Are you porgant? Are you preggers? Are you porgnant? How's the year going? It's going good. Gotta see Oshi for a reason. I guess piss maxing. You guys think I have a piss kink? That'd be so funny if I did. But joke's on you, I have a squirt kink. Squirting is an S tier tag. S tier. And that, I swear it's not because I'm a god, the sea or anything, but like squirting legitimately the best tag. Okay, I'm sorry. Why does it always go down this? Why does it always go down this road? Why am I always talking about this? That is what I arrived to hear. Don't worry about it. Just, it's fine. It's fine. And you know what? If you click off my stream, I can't even sit here and blame you. I can't even get upset. I'm not into water sports! What? Isn't water sports peeing though? I don't think it's like actually squirting. I think water sports is peeing. I thought squirting was like completely different. Yeah, I shouldn't be allowed to procreate. Man, that is technically a still piss. It's technically, you know that, right? No, it comes from a different gland. Doesn't it? I'm like pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it comes from a different gland. They both come from the urethra. I'm pretty sure they come from different places. Either way, just got my shiny Froakie. Hell yeah. You know what? Maybe we should stop talking about this. You know, it's not gooning hours, so we probably should save this for for when it hits 9 p.m. I'm just kidding. We don't have a gooning hours section in my chat. I don't have a gooning stream, okay? When unsure, look it up. True. How do turtle Pokemon pee? They probably pee from their pee hole. I would know. I'm a professional. Gooning hour is crazy. Don't act, guys, don't act like you just don't have gooning hour, okay? I feel like most people have gooning hours. I feel like most of us have like gooning hours. It's 9 p.m. for me, so I guess it makes sense. Professional pisser. Oh yeah, I know. Okay, well, we should probably move on. Anyways, we're back to reacting today. We're actually reacting to something fairly new, but one of my favorite things like ever. I absolutely love One Piece, and if you guys don't know, I'm on this podcast called The One Piece Virgin, where I come on every few weeks and I go and talk about, you guessed it, One Piece. So we're gonna be watching a video called Why Marineford is the Greatest Manga Arc of All Time by Mr. Morge. And I literally just finished Marineford like 2 weeks ago, and I'll be honest, I haven't watched much One Piece because I'm still emotionally recovering from this arc. This arc absolutely like slaughtered me, like emotionally. It's so good. So it's quite the long video, so sit back, relax, get your water, get your popcorn, and we're gonna be watching this video.
There may never again be an arc like Marineford. Not just in One Piece, but in manga in general. As much as people to this day praise Marineford as the most epic and most heartbreaking arc in One Piece, the full vision behind this storyline is criminally underappreciated. Not just in how long it took to set up, not just in how it was.
Dude, I was honestly shocked at like at how I feel like the whole Marineford saga, because I feel like it started in Sabaody all the way up to Marineford. I want to say it was like at least like 100 episodes. Just like 100 episodes, which I would think is like a 2-year span when it aired. Like, I can't imagine what it was like to be a One Piece fan, like, at this time and waiting for this weekly to air. Like, I would have been in so much agony because the build up to Marineford is insane. Like, it's so good.
Executed, but the countless threads of storytelling that came together all at once, in a way that I've yet to see any other work of fiction come even close to replicating. And to fully understand what I mean, I'm going to first talk about Marineford from a writing standpoint, purely as a writing feat. What Oda actually accomplished in terms of story structure and narrative mastery, constructing the entire first 600 chapters of One Piece around this climactic finish, before then getting into the deeper themes and heavy symbolism that set the foundation for the rest of the series. Marineford was all about Luffy, and the way it reframed Luffy's entire journey to Pirate King is the most important element of the arc to break down. However,
like, this was also the first saga where we had Luffy not have his crew, like, at all. Like, you didn't have, he did not have Nami, he did not have Zoro, he did not have Sanji, he had nobody. So, like, he went into, like, Impel Down all by himself, had to basically rebuild a temporary crew to be able to go to Marineford. And I don't know, it was just...
Before we get to Luffy, we actually first need to start with Zoro, and you'll see why in a bit. When we first meet Zoro, he is a big fish in a small pond, a notoriously strong swordsman, the terror of East Blue, who easily defeats anyone who comes up against him.
My Pookie.
Zoro has a burning drive to become the world's...
I'd kiss this man in the mouth, French kiss and everything. Brother Zoro, that's Pookie right there. That's husbando material.
Strongest swordsman. It is all that he truly cares about, and he absolutely believes that he has what it takes to be the strongest. And by all accounts, it looks like he does have the strength to back up his ambition, until he meets Mihawk. And 50 chapters into the story, suddenly Zoro's entire perception of the world, of himself, and of his dream is shattered. In this moment, Zoro is forced to come to terms with the fact that
I'd also kiss Mihawk.
Is not the man he thought he was. Everything that he prided himself on, everything that he believed he could achieve, has been brutally stomped on. In this moment, Zoro is broken. And it is from this moment that he is then forced to pick up the pieces and get back up. Humbled, but with a greater understanding.
I think I know where this is going, because, again, Marineford, I think they're gonna mention it in this video, and I think I lightly mentioned it actually in the podcast, the One Piece Virgin, when we were talking about Impel Down. But I feel like the Marineford saga is the first, like, I guess, saga where Luffy isn't considered quote unquote like OP anymore. Like he is getting humbled by a lot of characters who are much stronger than him. Because Luffy goes in there and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be able to do this, and I'm gonna do it by myself if I need to. But truthfully, Luffy would not have been able to do anything. I don't even think he would have made it out of Impel Down if it wasn't for the fact that he teamed up with some really strong characters. And like I feel like Marineford is the first arc where Luffy isn't strong anymore. He's facing admirals, he's facing the Navy, he's facing some of these strongest people in the world, and he is like not able to overcome it. So I think that's what he's kind of talking about with like how Zoro had like this whole I'm able to become the greatest swordsman ever, and then he meets Mihawk, who is way above his league, and like Zoro gets super humbled.
Truly needs to become in order to achieve his ambition. So from here, the true character journey of Roronoa Zoro can begin, and we see it regularly throughout the series from this point on. Rather than following a man who believes he is already good enough to be the world's strongest swordsman, we are now following a man who is constantly pushing himself to get closer and closer to becoming the world's strongest swordsman. This type of moment is, of course, not unique to Zoro. For main characters of any series, manga or not, you can expect some sort of moment that breaks the hero. A moment that spurs a change in their character, or at least their goals, or maybe their understanding of the world, a moment where they do not win, and are forced to experience a low point in their journey. In plenty of series, characters will experience this multiple times across multiple story arcs.
Too.
Zoro had his moment 50 chapters in. And Luffy had his moment 500 chapters in.
Yeah.
And that is the first reason that there is really no storyline like Marineford. Because in no other series is there a main character who has been handled like Luffy. For 500 chapters, Luffy was written as the Miracle Man. Like the sun traveling from east to west, Luffy was frequently portrayed as the light of hope moving across the sea, encountering those who were oppressed or in need and acting as the answer to their prayers. Luffy was not written as a character who needed to regularly fall short and learn lessons, as a large part of the point of Luffy was that he was always himself, and he was the one who had to show the light to others he encountered.
Yeah, because like, he's strong, he barely defeated Rob Lucci. Like, I kind of love how Oda handled Luffy in like the first 500 episodes of One Piece, because, you know, the stakes just keep getting higher and higher. Like, first he's trying to defeat some random ass fucking pirate in the middle of the ocean, Alvida, and now it's like we're ramping up. Okay, he's saving a kingdom in Alabasta, he's fighting one of the warlords, and then he's starting to fight like the Navy CP9, which is a literal assassination group with some of the strongest people ever. Like, he was able to defeat Rob Lucci, but like barely. He was barely able to make it out alive. And now it's like you start to see that Luffy isn't as strong as he thinks he is. So, dude, such good character writing.
Luffy never had to grow.
I fucking love One Piece.
He had his own personal arcs over time. But the concept of the character has always been the embodiment of freedom and strength of will.
Enies Lobby, my favorite. I love Marineford, don't get me wrong, but I think nothing for me can top Water 7 and Enies Lobby.
There is a way, which is why it was so important that Luffy always succeeded. Tasks that seemed impossible to the helpless citizens of troubled islands, obstacles that seemed insurmountable to ordinary people, tyrants that seemed too powerful for anyone to possibly overcome, always, Luffy would prove everyone's expectations wrong in the end. Shellstown, Orangetown, Syrup Village, Baratier, Arlong Park, Little Garden, Drum Kingdom, Alabasta, Skypiea, Water 7, Thriller Bark, just over and over. How many times do we see this same setup of helpless islanders in need of one man who can do what none of them can? It is always Luffy who is the savior in the end. And that's not to say he never lost. It would be terrible to follow a series where the main character never loses. But there's an important distinction here. A true defeat for a character usually involves them having to face the sense that they have lost something, or forces them to actually come to terms with not succeeding, or makes them experience potentially long-term consequences. But Luffy's losses were different. Luffy's losses actually only somehow reinforced this notion of him being this miracle man, as no matter what happened to him, it did not matter, as he always immediately bounced back, never shaken, never disheartened, any single setback only had him come back stronger.
Yeah.
Over 500 chapters, we never once saw Luffy lose hope. We never once saw Luffy feel that he could not defeat someone with enough effort. We never once saw Luffy truly have to acknowledge the limits of his abilities. No matter how badly someone beat him, it had no effect. Crocodile put it best. Over and over, he has crushed Luffy, impaled him, stomped him,
he
buried him
literally
alive, and yet
stabbed through Luffy. Like, Luffy was on the verge of fucking dying. Like, I honestly think Luffy should have died in Alabasta. Crocodile really kicked his ass.
He is again back as usual as though nothing happened. Luffy's spirit, his confidence, his belief literally never wavers. Time and again he keeps trying till through sheer grit, determination, and strength of will he does what others believe to be impossible. And as the world kept opening up, so too did Luffy's character. He expresses what we had all begun to feel, like Luffy really could do anything, that no challenge was too great for him in the end. So essentially 500 chapters of a one-of-a-kind hero, who's hardly written like a man, but again, more like a force of nature, the embodiment of freedom and strength of will, traveling across the world, bringing the light of hope wherever he goes, the ultimate savior, the miracle man.
Oh no, did stream die? Oh, it should be back up. Refresh. Sorry. Stream died. No, stream couldn't handle the One Piece. Yeah, it died on Twitch. We should be back though. We should be back. Sorry. Alright, we'll move back a little bit. Yeah, this guy is like perfectly just like describing how I feel about One Piece. Editor-san, feel free to stitch this back together.
500 chapters of a one-of-a-kind hero, who's hardly written like a man, but again, more like a force of nature, the embodiment of freedom and strength of will, traveling across the world, bringing the light of hope wherever.
Skypiea, I understand, first of all. I just want to say, I completely understand why there are some people that are not fans of Skypiea. And, you know, I think a lot of the criticism comes from how like, the pacing wasn't great, that it was just, like, quote-unquote a boring arc. But I truly actually love and appreciate, like, what Skypiea, like, was. And the comedy in it was great, and I also think like the world building in it is just so good. And a lot of people say to like skip it, but I truly am like in the belief that I don't think Skypiea is an arc that most people can skip. I think if you're starting One Piece and you want to like watch Skypiea, or even if you like you're one of those fans that like ended up skipping Skypiea, because most people that don't like it, at least the ones I've talked to, they've always said like it feels like filler, doesn't really add much to the story, but I think it does. And I think if you are to go back and watch it, definitely watch the One Piece version of it. But I think the story between like Calgara and Nolan and like the history of the poneglyphs and just like it's just so good. It's so good. And I absolutely love Skypiea. And let's not forget, Enel is honestly one of my favorite villains. I think Enel, if it wasn't for the fact that Luffy was literally the polar opposite of Enel being rubber, like Enel could have easily like destroyed the Straw Hats. They are insane. I think Skypiea is necessary. I 100% believe Skypiea is necessary. Dofi and Kaido too, dude. Dofi. Oh, I haven't gotten to Dressrosa yet. I'm like, I'm finishing as of right now, in this video, like, we're reacting to. As of right now, I am currently watching the Three Brothers kind of, like, arc in between Fishman Island and Marineford. So I'm actually not technically at time skip yet, but we'll see. Yeah, it has long consequences in the long term. Oh, yes, 100%. So I don't believe that Skypiea is one of those arcs that you can skip.
Wherever he goes, the ultimate savior, the miracle man, the one you always bet on. No matter what, at the end of the day, Luffy would find a way to end whatever injustice was occurring. And then we get to the red line. Literally and figuratively, Luffy is finally about to come up against a wall. Something is going to happen to this main character that seemed previously inconceivable, precisely because of how Oda wrote Luffy for the 500 chapters up till this point. Luffy, who has been traveling through the seas for so long with so much success despite all of the warnings and claims about the dangers of the Grand Line, disregarding the supposed impossibility of the path to Pirate King, now, halfway through his journey, it is finally time for Luffy to experience the true level of the world and the truth about his dream. It is finally time to break him. The red line as the very deliberate first visual to begin the Marineford saga is a wall.
Oh god, I will never forget watching Saba Odi for like the first time. That arc, I think, was just it marked when One Piece just wasn't going to be like the fun, silly, goofy show anymore. Not that it was like a fun, silly, goofy show, like fully up until that point, but like I feel like Saba Odi was like the first time you go, oh fuck, this shit is actually so serious.
So vast, so daunting, so seemingly unscalable, a wall where you cannot even imagine the top, as Luffy himself is about to experience a metaphorical wall much like this. Now, how do you break a hero like Luffy? The Sabaody incident theoretically should have been enough. It would have been enough for most stories and for most protagonists.
As far as he knows, Luffy was like, holy fuck, Kuma killed all my fucking crew.
That entire scene of Kuma vanishing the Straw Hats one by one is heartbreaking on its own. Luffy losing every single comrade that he has so painstakingly collected over this long journey, friend after friend lost as he helplessly watches, and it finally affects Luffy in a way that we have never seen throughout the 500 chapters we've known him. Even in the past incidents where we've seen Luffy falling short, where he is struggling to protect his crew or people he cares about, he has always still been the Luffy that we know, still fighting and demanding that the villains stop. But now, finally, against Kuma, there is truly nothing that he can do. Now, finally, the fearless, unshakable protagonist is truly helpless, and he's not resolute, he's not confident, he's not demanding, he's begging, he's pleading for Kuma to stop. Here, for the first time, he realizes that there is nothing he can actually do. For the first time, Luffy is forced to experience the limits of his strength and abilities. This hits so hard as Luffy is a main character who has never once questioned himself over the entirety of the narrative of One Piece. He's been uncertain of what to do, but never uncertain of who he is, and this moment leaves Luffy questioning himself for the first time in the series. For the first time, he is questioning himself what is wrong with him. We'll return to this moment in a bit, but just keep in mind that this is the first time in the series that the protagonist questions himself. However, this is not enough, and Oda recognizes it's not enough. Oda has spent 500 chapters writing Luffy as the miracle man with an unbreakable spirit. For a hero that has built up such a ridiculous streak of continuous victories and impossible successes like Luffy, this hero needs to be broken far more severely to do the trick.
And so while the Sabaody incident may have been enough to rebuild him back up,
for a hero built up as much as Luffy, it would not be enough to break his spirit. As traumatic as this experience is, as expected, Luffy bounces back yet again. Even after he's sent flying from Sabaody, he still believes that one day he will defeat everyone who just beat them, and he has his confidence back in Amazon Lily. So Oda sets Luffy back on his feet again. Luffy seems to have lost his crew, but thankfully it seems like everyone is likely fine. And sure, Luffy was defeated, but he can still fix all this. Only now we find out that there's a far more dire situation. Luffy's brother's life is on the line. We've already seen how much Luffy loves Ace, and this time it's not like when Kuma just teleported his crew away. Ace is going to be executed if Luffy does not save him. So this is a crucial point to understand. Throughout the entirety of the series, this is the single most personal scenario Luffy has ever had on his hands. So often, Luffy is fighting for the sake of his friends, coming into their lives and fighting on their behalf to save what is important to them. Only now, for the first time, Luffy is on his own and he has to actually save what is important to him. Possibly the closest person he has in the entire world, his brother. And this is where Oda's
His
500 chapters
family.
of world building come into play. In that for so long, the Straw Hats have been sailing in a sort of protected bubble, where they keep briefly encountering these otherworldly, undefeatable threats that thankfully
Can
don't
I just
bother
say,
them.
fuck Blackbeard. Fuck that bitch ass motherfucker. I hate his dumbass in the anime and the TCG. That's right. I'm calling out all the people who play Blackbeard. You can suck my cock.
For too long, we keep hearing about the great powers of the world that are looming in the distance that luckily they don't have to deal with yet, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, Oda does the unimaginable and reveals that we are going to get all of them, all at the same time. All the admirals, all the Shichibukai, all the marines, every titanic, terrifying, undefeatable monster that Oda has built up over the course of 500 chapters, suddenly they are all coming out to play, and specifically they're all coming out to kill Ace. It's like Oda took forever to set up these major threats bit by bit in the reader's mind, taking the time to maximize our anticipation for each character individually, and then all of a sudden went all in and pushed them all onto the board at once, while dropping Luffy's helpless brother right in the middle. That is how you create an absolutely nerve-wracking edge-of-your-seat scenario. Every single colossal threat that seemed so far away is suddenly an immediate impending calamity converging all around the person Luffy cares about the most, creating a challenge of exponentially greater stakes for our main character than anything else in his journey so far. Every single time Luffy has done the impossible in the story till now, every single time he has proven himself unbreakable, unstoppable, the very essence of who he is now going to be put on the test on a completely different scale than ever before, with the consequences of failure being far greater than ever before. And it starts with Impel Down, where again Oda's world building comes into play for the setup,
honestly,
much like the Admiral.
I talked about it on the podcast, but I'm gonna mention it again because I actually really love Impel Down. I think Impel Down was one of the few arcs I've watched in One Piece where I feel like it was perfectly paced. I don't think there was like an episode in Impel Down that I felt like, okay, I feel like this is really out of place. I don't really like this episode, or like it didn't really add anything. I just felt like it's just so good, so good. The pacing was great. I mean, there was some fights where it's like, okay, you know, we're zooming in a little too much here for a little too long. But I felt like each episode in Impel Down had its place and it built up in such a good way. And I think it was also great to like see old characters who Luffy previously defeated finally like come back and like join. Impel Down's a lot of fun. I think it's one of my favorite arcs in One Piece for sure.
And the Yonko and the great threats of the world, Impel Down has been built up as this inescapable fortress, with the Enies Lobby arc serving to cement the name Impel Down in our minds as essentially meaning the point of no return. And so yet again, Luffy attempts to take on the impossible for the 100th time in the story, breaking in and out of Impel Down, which is framed repeatedly throughout One Piece as essentially being hell itself. So for the sake of his brother, Luffy literally descends into hell. And even here, he continually manages to surpass expectations, fighting to get deeper and deeper until he runs into the devil himself. And despite Luffy going all out, using his abilities to the fullest with Ace's life on the line...
Can I just say Magellan's Devil Fruit is actually so OP. I don't think most people understand like how fucking strong Magellan is. His Venom Fruit literally almost killed Luffy, and he almost killed Blackbeard. Blackbeard would not have died if it wasn't for Shiryu, dude. It would not have died. Shout out to the Hedgehog. Thank you so much for the follow. His Venom is so OP. Magellan's such a strong character. I hope to see him more.
Own hands if that's what it takes to win this fight.
Except it gives you horrible digestive issues.
We see Luffy fail. Sabaody was not enough. Yet again, when Luffy went all out, when it mattered the most, he fell completely and utterly short. But this is still not enough, is it? Luffy never falls down forever, he always bounces back, he literally always finds a way because, as we are told, miracles come to those who never give up. Luffy is lucky enough to fall into the hands of the miracle worker Ivankov, and even she cannot save Luffy alone. Even she can only give Luffy a 2 to 3% chance of survival. The only thing sustaining him is his own willpower, and so then, for literally 20 hours straight, his body is destroyed and rebuilt with Luffy barely clinging onto life through sheer willpower. He actually loses 10 years of his life anyway, and yet despite all that, once again, thanks to his unbreakable spirit, he is once again able to pull off yet another miracle, as he has so many times throughout the story. This time the most extreme of all, he is somehow alive after being killed by the devil and buried in the deepest levels of hell, and yet here he is back up and ready to actually break out of hell to save Ace. And so now yet again Luffy has experienced absolute defeat and has pushed through with an unbreakable spirit, and yet again he is coming back full force with absolute determination, and he legitimately does overturn hell itself for the sake of saving his brother. And now he's headed to Marineford, where he will be nothing more than an ant in a storm, as nearly every single god tier character that we know in the story so far is engaging in all-out war there. A single pacifista that Luffy could not defeat is a mere foot soldier in this battle of monsters. And here we see him so ridiculously, embarrassingly out of his depth, it's almost unbelievable. The hero that has always ended up as the strongest fighter on every single island we have visited so far. The hero that has been the unstoppable force defeating tyrants no one thought could be defeated. The liberating force of hope for countless nations. He is being crushed and humiliated and taunted and kicked around left and right for dozens of chapters. He's practically stumbling and crawling to save his brother, and finally when all hope seems lost and yet again it seems like he's done for, he can't do it. He puts his life on the line, all or nothing, demanding another adrenaline boost even if it will kill him, because he knows life would not be worth living if he failed here. And so literally running purely on adrenaline and willpower, he finally has that big hero moment we've been waiting for. Luffy should genuinely be dead right now. He's essentially a walking corpse. He has given more than he has in any other arc in One Piece history by several magnitudes. He has failed more, bled more, and fought more than any other time in the series, and now finally he gets what we have all been waiting for, what is supposed to happen. The guy who never gives up overcomes the impossible yet again, as he always does. It was infinitely harder than ever before, and it took more than ever before, but yet again, he did it. He saved Ace. And then, in a single moment, it is ripped away. There are 3 reasons I believe this was the greatest breaking of a main character any story has ever done. Note, I'm not talking about how the long-term fallout of this was handled, as you could argue that the long-term effects that this storyline had on Luffy's character aren't nearly as significant as other heroes in other stories, and I would be inclined to agree. But I'm just talking about the Marineford arc. I'm just talking about the build-up to this moment, and really this moment itself. The actual breaking of the character is better than anything you'll ever see. Because main characters failing, experiencing a loss, maybe multiple particularly brutal losses, all of that is common in fiction. But with One Piece, as I've been saying, the Marineford moment hits that much harder, as it's the culmination of everything that had been built up to this point in terms of our framework for this series. How this series formula works and how this series main character works. One Piece is not some dark, gritty story. It's a series about hope. Arcs always end with a powerful infusion of hope. Seeing good vanquish evil. And Luffy embodies that sense of hope maybe better than any other main character, simply because of how many times he's done this. The cycle over and over again. Innocent people in despair, unbeatable forces of evil and oppression, an impossible task. No one can do it, only Luffy. Only Luffy, only Luffy. Only he can bring out the light in the darkness. Only Luffy can free East Blue. Only Luffy can save Alabasta. Only Luffy can defeat God. Only Luffy can fight the world. He falls down, gets back up, falls down, gets back up, over and over, no matter the stakes, no matter the challenge, no matter what anyone else says is possible. Only Luffy can prove them wrong, over and over and over and over, drilling this formula into our heads over 500 chapters, just building in this absolute sense of faith in this character. He is what makes One Piece One Piece. No matter what, we can rely on this story to bring us that sense of joy and catharsis in the end, because we are following the story of this man, who will always find a way to victory in the end. Oda spent 500 chapters structuring this story around these elements, structuring the main character around this ideal, creating an ironclad formula of what is supposed to happen, how we are always supposed to feel at the end of each and every arc. Also that finally, when that formula breaks into a million pieces, when we see this happen to Luffy of all people, it hits that much incomparably harder because that much more time has been put into building a story and hero where this scene should simply never happen. This scene is simply not One Piece. What is being shattered here is not just the main character, it is the formula of One Piece itself. The second reason is the series of events Oda put Luffy and the reader through in the Marineford saga itself to make this moment that much more devastating. Even if you ignored everything I said in the previous reason about the 500 chapters of setup, even ignoring the prior framework of what type of story this is, how Luffy has been built up to this point, what the formula is supposed to be, even just within the Marineford saga itself, on Luffy's quest to save Ace, you would be hard-pressed to find a main character in any other story who goes through everything Luffy did only to still lose. It's not just the past history of Luffy's character always achieving the impossible, it's the fact that in the Impel Down and Marineford storyline itself, every single shonen trope was thrown at this arc to make us feel that there was simply no way Luffy could fall short. I mean, the story even begins with Luffy having
it was literally like, you had that hope, right? Like at the end of Marineford, like, yes, he saved Ace. Yes, we did it. All these tens and tens of episodes. I don't even know how long it was. Like, if we're talking from Sabaody all the way up to Marineford, I wouldn't want to say like 80 episodes. Please, if there's like a One Piece chatter that can correct me, feel free to just throw it in the chat. But it's like you had such a long buildup going through like 2-3 arcs, and you're like, finally, we did what we were going to do. We had so much hope in Luffy. Like, Luffy, of course he could do it because it's Luffy. Only for it to be shattered in a matter of like a minute. Oh my god. Hi, Lumina. Hi, how are you? It's so nice seeing you. Yeah, it literally pulls the rug from under you. I'm like reliving trauma. Like, this is what I'm going through. I'm literally reliving trauma right now.
Experienced the most crushing and traumatic experience of his journey so far, so he's already starting from emotional rock bottom when he begins this quest to save his brother. And yet, even from this low point, he does actually begin scaling a seemingly unscalable mountain. Over the course of this storyline, he redefines the meaning of going above and beyond. To save Ace, Luffy literally goes to hell and back, throws away decades of his lifespan, has his body broken into pieces and rebuilt, walks into a world war, is repeatedly crushed by the most powerful beings on the planet, comes back from death's door with a miraculous resurrection, make that 2 miraculous resurrections, even unlocks the grand, heroic, chosen one ability. He goes through every single trope in the book, every single dramatic rise and fall you'd expect on the path to triumph, and over without fail, this man keeps telling us he will achieve the impossible yet again. He makes this promise over and over, swaying the great figures from across the world to put their faith in him, to the point he's even got the main villain of the series believing he can do it. Luffy completes this grand odyssey, pulls off countless miracles, performs the 12 labors, basically runs the whole gamut, and he still loses. There is no other storyline I've read where the phrase, "all that for nothing," fits better. There is no because that phrase defeat.
Literally is perfect. That all for nothing is how I would describe the entire freaking Marineford saga. All of this for nothing. For nothing. Really, I mean, you could argue, yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff definitely changed, and I'm sure if I were to take an educated guess, considering that I have not watched anything past Marineford right now, that this is going to be a huge learning moment for Luffy. It's going to motivate him to become stronger. And I'm sure like the other characters that were involved in Marineford is like whatever happened there is going to change the trajectory of their lives and their journey. So maybe you can argue like maybe it wasn't for nothing. It pushed characters to change and grow. But like, goddamn, like the main goal was to save Ace. Like that was the main thing. That was the big goal, and for it to almost happen and to get shattered, like it's so painful. It's so painful. It's so painful.
That hits.
I honestly don't think an anime series has broke me as much as One Piece has.
Harder.
And that is not a joke.
And lastly, the third reason this was the greatest breaking of a main character I have ever seen is that the moment Oda chose to break the formula he so carefully constructed, of all moments for Luffy to finally fail, that moment was the one time Luffy absolutely could not afford to. This was the moment where it was all on the line for him. Again, Luffy is usually fighting on behalf of someone else to save someone else's village, to save someone else's loved ones. Finally, in Marineford, it's his own brother, it's his own storyline. It's the one person in the world he loves the most. After all those times where Luffy has gone against the odds and kept getting back up till he overcame the impossible.
Have you seen Plastic Memories? I only seen like the first 10 episodes. I actually haven't gone around to see finish Plastic Memories because I knew I could feel it. I was like, I don't think I'm emotionally prepared. I need to finish Plastic Memories.
Is unable to do so is when it matters the most. And so these three reasons, the combination of spending 500 chapters setting such a positive, feel-good, hope-inspiring formula for the story driven by a main character.
Yeah, I forget to mention also, this also
never falters.
Marked like one of the major fucking characters, like not even just one, but two major characters died this arc. It wasn't even just fucking Ace. We had one of the 4 emperors of the sea die in this arc because... Dude, I asked because damn it broke me more than any other anime. That's why I'm scared to finish it. Because I get so emotional. Like one of the few animes I've cried about in recent memory, Anohana and Your Lie in April. Like those are the two I can think of that I've cried a lot, but I don't think I've cried as much as I have watching One Piece. Because, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was a huge, like, I don't want to say hater, because I think that's a bit of an extreme word, but I was very, like, I'm not gonna watch One Piece. Like, it's too long. Like, it's, like, I don't know. I'm not a huge, like, shonen watcher. I'm very much a shoujo. I'm a very girly pop when it comes to the animes I watch. But, you know, obviously when I got invited to, like, the One Piece version, and at the time I was also starting to learn how to play the game. Excuse me, I'm a little icky. I started watching it and I was like, hold up, wait. Wait, why is this so peak? But you know me, I cry like literally anything. No, I'm the same way.
Always bounces back, always keeps fighting and fighting till he achieves the impossible and always brings the light in the end, to then give that main character the most high stakes and personal scenario of his life where he absolutely must succeed and failure is not an option, and then have him actually outdo everything he has done in the story so far, trying even harder, sacrificing even more, pushing his limits even further than he himself has ever done before, and then still utterly and completely failing. That is an absolute masterclass in breaking your protagonist. So all of that is to say that Oda absolutely earns this moment.
Yes.
We see Luffy shattering in a way that we could have never imagined. His mind has shut down, his body is broken, his heart is absolutely crushed, and most importantly, his spirit is finally shattered. Oda pulled out all the stops to make it so even Luffy, this ceaselessly optimistic, strong-willed hero of heroes, has his spirit broken. This is the first and only time in the series where Luffy no longer believes he can be Pirate King. And it finally forces Luffy to face a reality that he never had to contend with before. As I talked about earlier, At this moment in Sabaody, after losing his crew to Kuma, that was the first time we ever see Luffy questioning himself. Now, at the end of Marineford, we get the next step. We see Luffy finally come to the realization that he is not who he thought he was. As I've been saying like a broken record so far, Luffy has always been the character who can do what others cannot, who can overcome what no one thought possible. And in doing so, he has always been able to protect those he cares about. And that is how he has always defined himself. Going all the way back to Arlong Park, Luffy explains that even though there are many things he cannot do, the one simple thing he can do is defeat Arlong. And that is essentially Luffy's role in a nutshell. It's why Oda always saves the unbeatable arc boss for him. The one thing Luffy can trust himself to do is take on the biggest, baddest threat so that those he cares about will be safe. And by the time of Enies Lobby, Luffy has come to realize that not only is that what his role is, that is in fact his responsibility, his burden, to be strong enough to protect those he cares about. That is what Luffy holds himself to, and that is what we, the reader, have seen his role as. But over the course of the Marineford saga, which literally begins with Luffy patting himself on the back for not having lost anyone so far, from the Sabaody incident onwards, Luffy is not the character we know. He is not able to protect anything or anyone. He can't even protect himself. And that's the worst part, that at the end of the day, Ace died specifically because Luffy was too weak to protect himself. And in this moment, Luffy needed to be saved. For a character who up till now defined himself by being able to protect those he cares about, for him to lose the one person he cares about the most, specifically because Luffy himself needed to be protected, that destroys his entire self-image. It's as though despite this long journey, this countless string of successes that he has racked up, in this one moment it's as though none of it matters because he hasn't actually grown out of being this weakling that needs to be protected. Luffy is not who he thought he was, and that simultaneously makes him realize that he is no Pirate King. In this moment, everything that people have been telling him all along, that he is just a naive dreamer, that he has no idea what the true level of the world is, that he has no hope of being Pirate King, all of it is simply true. For someone who has been so ridiculously, unabashedly certain of this one constant about himself, that he is the man who will become Pirate King, who has never for a single moment questioned this absolute truth, this is the ultimate moment of disillusionment. He is experiencing what Zoro experienced 50 chapters in, but again, for Luffy, it hits that much harder considering it is literally 500 chapters in. And the experience actually splits the entire narrative of One Piece in half. Prior to this realization by Luffy is pre-time skip, and everything after is post-time skip. Just an incredibly visionary setup for the main character's journey by Oda. So let's talk about the themes that come out of this. So I've already covered...
I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Can I ask a kind of personal question? Yes, go right ahead. I don't know. I'm like I'm kind of like it's all hitting me again. I legitimately am like I don't even know how to describe it. I actually thought for a while that Whitebeard might have had some sort of hockey illness. Yeah, I when I was initially watching, like, when I was watching this arc, and even like the clips before that, like the moments and scenes where Whitebeard was like hooked up to all of the IVs and everything, I thought it was just like he was getting old. But, you know, maybe that makes more sense. Maybe he does have hockey illness. Do you feel anxiety about streaming? Oh, yes. Every single day I stream, I have anxiety. I have anxiety when I have, like, the starting soon screen. I'm not gonna lie. I can stream when I want to stream when I'm scared. I'm really scared. I have a ton of performance anxiety. No, you're so real. Do you know what hockey is, Sai? I do. I mean, they explained it. I think they explained it in Sabaody. Going back to the streaming thing, yeah, I've been streaming for almost 2 years now. I mean, I've been streaming for longer, but man, it's something I still haven't getting over. And I mean, it was really bad in the beginning. I used to have really, really bad anxiety. Like, I would stay on the starting soon screen for a lot longer because I'm gonna have to sit here and like, okay, let's do this. And truthfully, like, I think what worked for me was like, I kind of like kept pushing myself. Like, okay, I'm only going to stay on the starting soon screen for like 6 minutes today, 5 minutes. I mean, truthfully now I still do like 6, 7 minutes. Get it? 6, 7. I'm just kidding. That really was not on purpose. Because I'm actually like getting like my water and everything. But it's just one of those things for me worked. It's just, I kept doing it and almost in a way like forcing myself to stream, which doesn't sound like a good thing. I don't think anybody should force themselves to stream. But for me, that's kind of what helped me. I think it also like helped that I also have like I knew that all my viewers are pretty much like super cool and like they're super chill. So that really helped with me like getting through my anxiety and everything. But I still have it to this day. Like, man, is today going to be a good stream? Is it not going to be a good stream? But I used to stream now, but like, yeah, exposure therapy. That's what I did. That was what worked for me. And it won't work for everybody. I believe in you though. I love tuning into your streams whenever you do, Lumina. It's Sai, so it's always a good stream. Because when we saw Ace almost be executed, he's strained, so it might have been trying to use his conquerors. I see. I love you too, Lumina.
A lot of Marineford's themes in this video on the philosophy of One Piece, which you should check out after this one. You can click on it from the link on the top right. Which is why I'm not going to be addressing ideas like justice and power here, but rather focusing on themes that are more so related to Luffy and the Straw Hat's journey. And to get to that discussion,
I think justice and power is a completely separate,
important
like,
characters from
topic to
Marineford,
talk about when it comes
Ace
to One Piece.
and Whitebeard. So to start with, what was the story of Ace? Ace was a child who from the start questioned whether or not he should have been born. After all, he was born without parents.
I really wish that Ace did not know he was Roger's son. Like, I really wish nobody told him, because I feel like that made him just feel so horrible about himself. Like, if he had no idea, then I think things would have been different, but that's just me. Sorry, because I know you'd be streaming for one person. You gotta be streaming like if 1,000 watching. No, that's real. That's when I get nervous, when I know that like, oh, there's so many people watching.
And the legacy of one of his parents actually caused him great pain. So for the longest time, whether he realized it or not, he needed to feel like he was not alone in this world. He needed to know that there were people who loved him. At the same time, Ace stubbornly attempts to reject those who try to get close to him. He does this with Luffy, he does this with Whitebeard. It is likely not until his time on the execution stand itself, where he realizes how many people are actually there for him, that he understands how important it was that he was not alone in this world. And that is precisely why Whitebeard's character, why his story so perfectly complements Ace's. Whitebeard from the start realized the importance of having a family. He realized that many out there needed one, even if they didn't know it yet. Repeatedly throughout Marineford, the contrast between Whitebeard and Roger is played up, as though Whitebeard was somehow lesser for not accomplishing what Roger did. But in reality, that was largely the point. For so long we've been hearing about the greatness of Roger, the Pirate King, the man Luffy has been trying to emulate. But through Whitebeard we are shown a man who we are meant to understand is actually just as great. Even though he never conquered the Grand Line, even though he never found the world's greatest treasure, even though he just wanted a family, yet he seems to be just as great a man as Roger. The point being that no matter how strong you are, no matter what you are trying to achieve, having that love, that family is just as important. And this notion that is played up throughout the arc.
I cried during this part when, I forgot his guy, the spider dude, right? Spider web dude. Please forgive me, I don't remember his name. I think it's like Squard or something. Like stabbed him, like literally stabbed Whitebeard, like was trying to kill him. And like even then Whitebeard is hugging him and telling them he forgives you and that like he forgave him and like he still loves him like his son. I was like, bro. What do you do even when you kind of have copyright? How do you exist when I'm just a guy? Thank you for chatting about it too. It's hard. No, You're so real. I mean, horror rights is one of those things you just kind of have to like go around, I guess. I think Twitch is a little safer for like reacting to stuff. So I think maybe Twitch might be like better for react stuff, considering I also do it on YouTube. I'm a little like, oh. But yeah, I would suggest if you're wanting to react to stuff, just mainly do it on Twitch, I think is my suggestion. He was an adopted son, so made it stronger. I see. Yeah. Yeah, Squardo, there we go. I was like, Squard? Squard? Is that his name? Is that his name?
Characters of Ace and Whitebeard is precisely what brings Luffy back from the brink of despair. No, Luffy is not invincible, he is not unbreakable. Despite everything he has accomplished up till this point, all the people he saved, the miracles he's performed, even he has his limits. But when even he realizes that he is not strong enough, it is thanks to the fact that he knows he still has people worth protecting, people who still believe in him. That's what gives him the motivation to get back up and try again. When finally, for the first time ever, Luffy's own willpower is not enough to get him to stand back up, the memory of his friends, of his family, that is what is able to lift him back up. This whole arc hammers in the importance of having a family, of not being alone, because no matter how strong Ace's will is or Luffy's will is, they need others by their side. That's also why Luffy's ability to bring people to his side is highlighted so much this arc. That is indeed the most dangerous power in the sea. The very same thing Akainu mocks Whitebeard for, caring about his family, is in—
Fuck Akainu. I'd slaughter that man. Kill him. What is it? The Scavenger's daughter. Straight to death's row. Fuck that guy.
In fact, the very reason that Whitebeard and his gigantic alliance, who love him like a father—
That's why I love it. Especially if it's stuff I care about. I fucking love One Piece, which is why we're reacting to a One Piece video today, and I love talking about it because, I'll be honest, it's been my personality for like the past year or so. I love One Piece.
Threat to the world government in the first place. Not to mention, it's no mistake that the Marineford arc, the one arc where Luffy truly and utterly fails, is also the one arc that Luffy does not have his crew.
No,
he does not have his family by his side. It's a reminder that Luffy alone is not enough. As Usopp says, Luffy alone cannot do everything. Every single Straw Hat realizes here that Luffy needs their help by his side. It puts so much of the past story into perspective as well. So far, Luffy has fought and defeated—
I want to watch One Piece so
bad.
I've only seen one season. I want to catch up so bad. I'm telling you, I'm going to say this again because I feel like it needs to be said. But I was one of the people that was super anti-One Piece. I wasn't going to watch it because I knew how long it was. And I'm like, I'm not going to... I literally said, I'm not going to waste my time. But I decided to do it. And it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Because truly, I think One Piece is one of the best like works of fiction I have ever consumed. It's so good. I understand why everybody glazes this anime because it's that good. It is so good. If you almost watched all of, almost read all of Homestead, oh yeah, if you read all of Homestead, One Piece, you're fine. Like, I knew somebody who watched all of One Piece, no One Piece, watched all of filler from episode 1 to the current like episode, like at the time, which was like 1,000 something in a span of 3 months because they thought it was that good. And if it was not for the fact I have full-time school and I stream and I have like a social life, I think I would have been at that same place too. I feel like I would have finished One Piece at this point if I didn't have other obligations, but I truly am just like sitting and enjoying One Piece as I am right now. And I really highly recommend anybody who wants to watch One Piece or is interested to just at least give it until like, I want to say Arlong Park. If you don't like One Piece by Arlong Park, or if you do go a little bit past, if you don't like One Piece by the end of Alabama, fast, then I say drop it. But I really do think, by the end of Arlong Park, which is like episode 40 something, that's when you're like, oh shit. Oh crap. I should watch it and we can blub about it. You should. I tried reading Homestuck and I just couldn't do it. I could not. I know there's like a series coming out soon, so maybe I'll try that, but I remember Homestuck during my middle school years. All my friends were into it except for me.
Most notably, the two Shichibukai he has faced so far, Crocodile and Moria, who both have a similar history of once being...
I still don't know what secret that Ivankov was keeping for Crocodile. I still don't know. And I still don't think anybody knows. I don't think that's been brought up.
Up-and-coming rookies who aimed for Pirate King, only to hit a wall, to be crushed in the New World,
Lumina,
and be sent running back to paradise, their spirits broken. All the same beats that Luffy is now experiencing. And what was the most important characteristic that Oda highlighted about these two failed Pirate King candidates? Crocodile was all about the idea of not caring about others. Over and over he raved about how there is no value to friends, no value to relying on others, no value to trusting others, and so on. And Moria similarly didn't believe in the value of human subordinates. He now only wanted an undead crew with no sentimental value attached to them. Why did Oda highlight these philosophies for these particular pirates? Why did he make sure that we encountered...
You know what, maybe Crocodile is a woman.
Failed Pirate King candidates along the way...
I kind of like that headcanon.
Before the New World?
I like that theory.
Because at the end of the day, when Luffy reaches the same stage in his journey that they once did, the moment that he finally gets a taste of the true level of the seas, when Luffy hits the inevitable wall that all rookies do, when he is completely broken, spirit shattered, dream in pieces, the one thing that allows him to overcome this and get back up is the one thing Crocodile and Moria don't have: his friends. Luffy does in fact experience the exact things that Crocodile and Moria warn him about. The true level of the sea, the nightmare of the New World. They are correct that Luffy is not strong enough, and that's the beauty of it, that they are not in fact wrong. Luffy himself is broken by the New World the same way that they were, but he has the one thing that they are missing that will allow him to continue pushing forward where they fell. This time, not his own strength of spirit, but rather the loved ones he has and the strength he draws from them to get up and try again. That is the real difference between Luffy and these failed pirates. The stories of the great failed pirates Luffy faces leading up to Marineford perfectly set us up for the realization of the one crucial thing Luffy has that is the actual key to him succeeding where they failed. And it's particularly interesting that in Marineford, we even get a resurgence for Crocodile. He's going back to the New World, and this time he's not going alone. Throughout his time in Baroque Works, Crocodile never trusted anyone. All his subordinates were simply pawns for him,
Sunday,
and he was defeated. This time, Crocodile seems to actually have found a legitimately loyal follower in Mr. One. Someone Crocodile seems to genuinely rely on and see a need for, which, whether Crocodile is aware of it or not, is a subtle difference from the way he used to think. It's even interesting that Crocodile frees Mr. One in a manner very similar to Luffy freeing Zoro, Kaido freeing King, and Blackbeard inadvertently freeing Shiryu. Historically, this has been a neat parallel of how Oda has portrayed an actual bond being set between a captain and a first mate. So across the board, through Whitebeard, through Ace, and even through Crocodile, we can see how Marineford highlights the importance of not being alone, the importance of having allies, having friends, having family, who can pick you up and support you even when you have reached your own limit. However, all of that being said, that's only one part of the equation. Again, the first lesson that we get out of Marineford is that Luffy's ability to make allies, as well as the family that he currently has, are the most invaluable things that he currently possesses. However, the point is that Luffy already has these things. This arc was partly about making him and the reader realize that this is what he has that is so valuable. The other side of Marineford's thematic messaging is about what Luffy needs to now attain. This will be a bit of a step-by-step explanation, so stick with me for a moment. It begins with the definition of Pirate King. Up till the Marineford arc, all we had were two simple statements on what it means to be Pirate King. To be the king of the seas, and in Luffy's mind, the freest man on the seas. However, after Marineford,
Freedom.
what it means to be the king and what it means to be the freest are finally made clear. First, it's important to understand that the actual real-world definition of freedom is the power to act without hindrance or restraint, the absence of subjection to foreign domination or despotic government. Freedom very literally means the power to not be controlled. You might think of freedom as things like sailing the world, exploring, adventuring, etc., but those are simply things that are possible with freedom. Freedom itself is the power to be able to do these things without a greater force being able to stop you. The power to not be helpless to any greater oppressive force. And most importantly, as we're shown in One Piece, the power to not have the things you care about taken away. The Marineford saga is the perfect
Ace was taken away! Ace was taken away. Ace was taken away.
Conclusion to the first half of One Piece, as it begins by definitively establishing that freedom is the true central theme of the story and the ultimate goal of the main character. And after establishing this, the following events of the arc establish why freedom is so desperately needed in this world. And finally, the conclusion of the arc establishes what is needed to achieve this goal of freedom. Right now, there is a force that has ruled the world for 800 years. And at the end of the day, this is the true ruler of the sea. The same force that killed Ace, the same force that seemingly killed Sabo. The world government is the strongest force in existence. And as such, no one truly has freedom.
All those motherfuckers suck my dick. Especially the Celestial Dragons. I hate you too.
Same reason the Pirate King would be the freest man in the sea is the same reason finding the One Piece would coincide with the world government's fall. The Pirate King, the true king of the sea, does not have to rule anyone, but also could not be stopped by anyone. There would be no force above them, no force that could destroy what they loved or cared about. That's why at the end of the arc it is explained to us that Roger's most notable trait was that he became unstoppable when it came to protecting his crewmates. Now, I've noticed a lot of people take issue with the idea that Luffy's goals have anything to do with becoming strong. Even though Luffy has made it absolutely explicitly clear that this is a necessity, a lot of readers still prefer to ignore this, most likely because other shonen series have led many to believe that a goal of being the strongest is a shallow, generic motivation. But that unfortunately undervalues the actual layered context of the One Piece story. The full context of the world Oda has constructed makes it so that Luffy needs to become strong in order to become free, which is a far more nuanced and compelling take on the concept. And it's an idea that has been
Quentin,
built.
that is such a good point, because I mean, up until today, the Straw Hat flag is used as like an act of rebellion now. In a lot of countries, where they're fighting against like corrupt governments, you see the Straw Hats flag being literally like shown. Like that should tell you how influential One Piece is and how I feel like this story is so incredibly important. This story is so important. And as like another reason why I feel like a lot of people should give One Piece a shot, because it's just peak. It's peak. I really can't say much else other than it's peak.
From the start of the story. Again, from the very beginning, it was established that while Luffy needs his friends to help him for many things, to do everything he cannot, ultimately Luffy's role is that he needs to be able to defeat any threat that they cannot. This is reiterated more explicitly the further we go in the story. When it comes down to it, the burden is on Luffy to keep everyone else safe. As if Luffy cannot defeat any enemy that may threaten them, then he will lose those he cares about. Therefore, he absolutely needs to become the strongest. At the same time, we have the idea established that Luffy's main desire is freedom, and it is established that the Pirate King is synonymous with being the freest. In Marineford, these two ideas, Luffy's responsibility to be able to protect anyone, and Luffy's desire to be the freest, are tied together in that it is made clear that strength and freedom are one and the same due to the unfortunate oppressive nature of the world. The lack of strength to fight back against oppressive forces means a lack of freedom. Oda makes this as clear as possible, with both times that Luffy loses someone, the two most pivotal moments of his life, Sabo's death and Ace's death, being related to freedom and strength. In Luffy's flashback after Sabo dies, Ace talks about how they need to become free. And Luffy in response expresses the need to become stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. At the end of Marineford, after Ace dies, Luffy realizes he's still not the freest man because he's too weak. He's still not strong enough. Both of these incidents reinforce the idea that having things taken from you against your will reflects a lack of freedom, which in turn is then associated with the underlying cause of this lack of freedom being a lack of strength. This weakness is ultimately what drives Luffy. He needs to become strong enough to be free, to be a man who cannot let the people he cares about be taken from him. That is what Roger was depicted as, the man who would never allow anyone to take his loved ones from him. That is what Luffy struggles with throughout the Marineford saga, that he is not changed from being this weak little kid, that even though he believed he had become a man who could protect anyone, that even though he believed he would certainly achieve the status of Pirate King as the freest, what he was hit with again and again is that he is not that man yet. That's why he is questioning what is wrong with me, as he loses every crewmate. That's why he realizes he is no Pirate King as he loses his brother. He does not have freedom because he does not have strength to stop oppressive forces. He does not have the strength to protect what he cares about. As much as the importance of having loved ones, of having a family is played up this arc, so too is the importance of having the strength to be able to protect that family. This whole saga's thematic argument is structured beautifully. Again, beginning with Luffy giving his definition of Pirate King as the freest man, and ending with the realization that he does not yet have that freedom because he is not yet strong enough, as the entirety of the events of the saga have served to show him. And so the notion that Luffy needs to be strong enough to protect anyone he cares about, a notion that has been played up repeatedly so much throughout the series, is essentially tied together with the notion of being the freest and being the Pirate King this arc. It sets a new idea in place, that the day that Luffy can topple an entity like the world government, the day that Luffy can be the man that Whitebeard spoke of, the day Luffy can, through his own power, make sure that something like this or this never happens, that is when he would be a true Pirate King, the freest man in the sea. And of course,
but all the obstacles, all the obstacles he has to get through in order to be what is so called the King of the Sea, or the Pirate King, is like, King of the Pirates is JJ Retrograver, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in.
Again, Luffy cannot do this alone. Of course, Luffy needs his friends. He has always known that and said that from day one. That's why there are two halves to the messaging of Marineford. Firstly, emphasizing the importance of having others by your side, showing how this really has been Luffy's greatest ability throughout the series, and reminding Luffy of the importance of his crew. And then at the same time, making it explicitly clear that as much as others can help Luffy, Luffy himself needs to, in turn, be able to protect everyone he cares about. At the end of the day, even with an entire Yonko Empire, multiple Shichibukai, and dozens of New World captains backing him, Luffy still could not save Ace because he himself was not strong enough. He himself was the weak link when it mattered most. Ace died because Luffy needed to be protected, because willpower alone is not enough. Luffy needs strength to achieve what he wants to achieve. He needs strength to protect what he wants to protect. On the one hand, it is symbolic that the one arc Luffy failed was the one arc he did not have his crew with him. But at the same time, the whole point is that the reason he did not have his crew with him was because he was not strong enough to protect them. It's a more layered message. It's not all about Luffy needing to be strong, and it's not all about Luffy needing friends. It's both. Which is why the ending to this whole saga concludes with both Luffy and his crew each realizing that they each need to grow in order to fulfill their respective roles, and evolve into a true pirate king and crew. The full messaging of Marineford can be said to be the importance of not being alone, of having those who love and support you, but also the importance of being able to be strong enough to protect them from anything and anyone. And as such, the essence of freedom is when together you are strong enough that no one can hold power over you.
I miss Nico Robin. If you guys don't know, Nico Robin is my favorite character in One Piece. I absolutely love that woman with all my heart, and it totally isn't because I think she's hot, but I think she's a great character. But I still have yet to see when they all come back together, and I'm like, oh, I hope she's okay. I hope my Pookie's okay. I love her.
That is thematically the perfect conclusion to Act 1 of One Piece, brilliantly pulling together so many ideas that have been gently hinted at throughout the series, and setting in stone a final goal for the end of the story for the main characters. So this is my favorite aspect of Marineford. It's an arc where the symbolism within it has actually gained more weight the further the narrative of One Piece has gone on. Let's start with the discussion of the most important idea in One Piece today, the dawn of the world. I've already done multiple videos breaking down this concept in depth, which you can find links to on the top right of this screen. But to quickly recap everything that we know, it has clearly been established that the entire world is waiting for a dawn, and that this dawn seems to be heavily implied to be related to the will of D. It may very well be the will of D itself, and the dawn is very likely related to the end of the Celestial Dragon's rule, as the current world government is repeatedly framed as a great darkness that rules the world, and the 800 years of the world government rule have been referred to as a long night, with only the light of the sun representing the end to the Celestial Dragon's power. We know that in particular the world is waiting on a certain man to fulfill this destiny. There is a certain man who will bring the dawn of the world.
It's going to be Luffy, and it's going to be Luffy!
We have different names being thrown around: Joy Boy, the sun god Nika. Perhaps they are one and the same, perhaps not, but the important point is that there definitely is a certain man that Roger has been waiting for, that Odin was waiting for, that Whitebeard was waiting for, the one who will bring the dawn of the world. Whoever finds the One Piece is the one who will change the world. The world is waiting on that man. Now, we have also been told that fate is not an absolute ironclad notion in One Piece. There is such a thing as a crossroads of fate, meaning events can go down different paths. Keep these concepts in mind, that there will one day be a man who will bring the dawn of the world, that many legendary figures are waiting on a certain man to find the One Piece and bring about this dawn, and that things are not so set in stone. There are different crossroads fate can go down, all established ideas in One Piece. And now, let us look at the stories of Ace and Luffy. It becomes more and more clear the further we read, but Ace was, by all accounts, supposed to be the man that brings the dawn of the world. He fits that archetypical chosen hero mold perfectly.
He does.
He is the...
Man. Like, I actually haven't, like, sat and thought that, like, maybe Ace was that person, but damn, he did, like, fit all the requirements, essentially.
Son of the Pirate King himself, he had a meteoric rise, the world's greatest...
Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys, because, like, I'm not gonna act like I wasn't 100% surprised when Ace died. I think I knew about it, like, all the way up to, like, from Arlong Park, but what I did not know going up to Marineford was that Ace was, like, Goldie Roger's son, and, like, I remember having to, like, pause my TV when I was watching, and my jaw was on the floor.
Realized who he was and took him in. Whitebeard specifically groomed Ace to become the Pirate King. Whitebeard planned on Ace to be the one who would find the One Piece. Everyone knew it, the Marines knew it, the great pirates of the New World knew it, even Roger himself explicitly planned on Ace being the one to find the One Piece. Roger learned the true history and immediately resolved to have a son for this specific reason. And to top it off, Ace's ability is very literally fire. We talk about the man who will bring the dawn of the world, and Ace himself is very literally the sun. Between the two brothers, Luffy and Ace, Ace was the one who was more overtly destined for this role. That's why when we first meet Ace, he seems like everything Luffy is, but better. Smarter, older, stronger. Over time, we learn that Ace is the one who was a conqueror right from the start, while Luffy was a crying weakling who had to hide behind him. Just as Ace's father brought the dawn of a new era, Ace was always supposed to do the same. Not only was he supposed to be the light of hope for the world, Ace was the guiding light for Luffy as well. However, just because Luffy was always chasing Ace's shadow did not mean that Luffy did not have the same potential Ace did. Luffy may have had even more. It would just take longer for him to rise to those heights. From the start, Luffy was just Ace's crying little brother who needed to be saved. But what's interesting is that Luffy, even from a young age, also had a big dream. A dream that shocked even Ace when he announced it, not to mention a drive to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And so what's interesting is that while the world is waiting for its dawn, it's waiting for a man to find the One Piece to challenge the world to bring about that dawn, and it's supposed to be Ace. It was planned to be Ace. Whitebeard took Ace in precisely because he knew Ace was the one. At the same time, someone else noticed a different path. We don't know what Roger told Shanks, and I'm not here to speculate on that. But we do know that at the very least, Shanks saw in Luffy some sort of potential. At the very least, the potential to be the successor to Roger. We know that Shanks is betting on Luffy in some way. We know that Shanks is waiting on Luffy to achieve something. We know that Shanks believes that saving Luffy may have changed the fate of the world in some manner. So even if Shanks may not have all the knowledge Whitebeard does, as Whitebeard seems to have the full knowledge of the Will of D and the man that Roger is waiting for, Shanks at the very least has some understanding of the importance of finding a successor to Roger. Yes. That this successor will change the fate of the world.
Luffy! It's going to be Luffy. I knew Ace was going to die before I even started consuming One Piece, but learning about them that made it hurt so much. Oh yeah, 100%. I've gotten a few like comments and stuff like that, like, Poseidon, why are you spoiling yourself? Poseidon, stop playing the TCG, because we don't know I also play the TCG pretty often. I'm a Green Pawnee player, sorry. So I get comments like that, like, Poseidon, why are you spoiling yourself? Poseidon, why are you playing the game? Stop. But I think what's important isn't necessarily like, oh, you know, you're not supposed to know this happens, but I think it's a journey of getting there. Like, a part of me doesn't exactly, like, I would obviously like to avoid spoilers, but when I get them and it's like, oh, that's gonna happen, it's about the journey, right? It's about how we get there. So, like, even though I knew Ace was going to die at some point, like, the journey to get to that point was so fucking painful. It was one of the most painful, like, just arcs of, like, anime I've ever had to watch. Like, legit. Isaac, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it.
In some way, and Luffy is his pick. So the same potential Whitebeard saw in Ace, Shanks saw in Luffy. And finally, it must be mentioned, along with Luffy and Ace, there is a third man that needs to be discussed. Blackbeard. Whether he is supposed to or not, Blackbeard fully intends to be the man to find One Piece and bring the world into a new era. And as we understand, if the dawn of the world represents one direction the world can go, a Blackbeard era represents the exact opposite direction. I elaborate on this in my video on Blackbeard and what he represents in the context of the world, but let's just say that it is a very different type of darkness from the world governments. If the world government were to fall and Blackbeard's rule were to take its place, then it is implied that the world would sink into an even deeper darkness than before. Someone is going to fulfill the will of D. Someone is going to bring a new era into the world. If it is the right man, there will be a new dawn. But if it is someone like Blackbeard, the exact opposite of the type of man Roger is looking for, then there will be a new type of night. So now looking back at the chapters leading up to Marineford, they carry so much more meaning. An event is coming that is about to split the world. One of these major crossroads of fate. Two great men meet, Roger's rival and Roger's protege. Both carry Roger's will in one way or another, and interestingly both have already picked out a man who they believe will be the next Pirate King. When they meet on the ship, they coincidentally both make references to the man that the other has chosen, even if it's unintentional. Whitebeard asks about Shanks' arm, which Shanks explains he has bet on the New Age. He has bet on Luffy. And Shanks himself has come to talk about Ace, who just so happens to be Whitebeard's bet for the New Age. These men represent the two paths the world can go down. And of course, the disagreement is not about this, but in hindsight, everything carries so much more meaning. These are the two men who have bet on two potential bright futures for the world. Shanks is in fact here to try and help save the man that Whitebeard bet on, but it is too late for that. Nothing is going to stop the unfolding events of this era.
No.
The heavens themselves split as though fate itself is split. As fittingly, there is a tremendous crossroads of fate taking place at this very moment on another island. One of those two bright futures for the world, the more obvious choice, Whitebeard's choice, the natural successor to the Pirate King's throne, the natural pick to bring the dawn of the world, is up against the man who represents the darkest path. The man who is supposed to fulfill Roger's will and bring the dawn, and the man who represents the opposite of everything Roger stood for and who brings the darkness. These two battle. And the symbolism is so heavy.
Blackbeard, I won't lie, is... As much as I don't like him, or the fucking card he's in, I hate... If you're a Blackbeard player, I'm gonna slaughter you in Minecraft with my fork. Anyways... even though he is such an evil man, I think he's such a well-written character. And you're right, he is a great foil to Luffy. You're absolutely right.
In hindsight, it is very literally a battle between the sun and the darkness. And in this moment, the sun is swallowed up, and that changes the fate of the world forever. From this single symbolic battle, from this moment where the sun is snuffed out by the darkness, it triggers a cascade of events that plunges the world of One Piece into a heavier darkness. This is, after all, the trigger that leads to the
Dragon, thank you so much for the follow.
A war that ends in the balance of the world being completely flipped into nearly the worst state imaginable.
100%.
Before the Marine...
Yeah, I mean, freaking, if you haven't... By the way, if you've not, I'm going to mention a big spoiler as well at the very end of Marineford, because I didn't know this was happening either. So click off, mute my stream for like the next minute or so. But when Blackbeard got acquired Whitebeard's devil fruit powers, being the first man ever to have wield two, I feel like it was just like that moment where the entire world, even the world government, starts to look at this man in absolute fear. Like, it is unheard of to be able to wield two devil fruit powers. Because up until this point, everybody thinks, oh, if you eat a second devil fruit, right, you're gonna die, you're gonna explode, you're gonna be slaughtered, you're gonna die. And it's like, no, this man has two now. Having one's already powerful enough. I mean, he has one of the strongest ones already initially. I forgot, it's like the dark fruit, the darkness fruit. Somebody can just tell me what it is. I can't remember all the devil fruit names. But just... now wielding one of the former 4 emperors' devil fruits and having both of them makes him so unstoppable, and like you could feel like just the no drawbacks. Yeah, the yummy, yeah.
World War, looking at the world at the start
It's
of the
heartbreaking.
series, yes, things are bad. The world is ruled by the world government, but at the same time, there is some moral balance to the state of things. In the pirate world, there are 4 emperors, 2 that we would consider villains, Kaido and Big Mom, classically evil pirates well known for annihilating countries and generally causing death and destruction. And yet there are 2 pirates that can be considered forces of good. Whitebeard is a defender of the weak and a protector of many nations, and Shanks a diplomatic, pacifistic figure. The pirate world is, in fact, balanced between forces of good and evil. Similarly, in the Marines, while there are many who will perform any atrocity in the name of justice, at the very least, the most influential figures at the top are still Sengoku and Garp. They are still at the helm of the organization, and they provide a far more moral center than, say, Akainu. But after Ace's defeat to Blackbeard, the World War is triggered, and the outcome of this war has the balance of morality completely flipped. The battle ends with the total defeat for the Whitebeard pirates and the death of Whitebeard himself, essentially completely wiping out the single greatest, most influential force for good in the world. Instead, the greatest winners are the Marines and Blackbeard himself, with Blackbeard rising to an obscene new level of power and actually taking Whitebeard's place, the greatest force for good in the world supplanted by the greatest force for evil. And within the Marines themselves, the war marks the end of a morally balanced era, with Sengoku and Garp being replaced at the helm by Akainu, who turns the Marines into a far more dangerous, more militant force for quote-unquote justice than ever before, now led by his ruthless ideology. This is the imagery that
I hate his dumbass. I fucking hate his dumbass. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him!
Marine Ford War with. This is the new face of the Marines, and this is his vision for the world. This is the great new force in the pirate world, a man who wants only destruction and chaos. These are very explicitly
Have you seen Yu Yu Hakusho? I've not.
Changes that come out of Marine Ford. Oda actually dedicated a full chapter to highlight them. That Blackbeard is the new great force in the pirate world that has supplanted Whitebeard, and that Akainu has taken over the Marines and turned them into an even greater force. Even the simple symbolism of the idea that white has been replaced with black basically says it all. And of course, with Ace's death, the man who was supposed to be Roger's successor, the man who was supposed to one day bring the dawn, is now gone. Blackbeard claims it is his era now, and even if it isn't, then it's no better if it's the Marines' era, considering the new direction of the Marines coming out of this war. Marine Ford begins with Whitebeard and Sengoku as the primary faces on both sides. Whitebeard, an undeniably good man, and Sengoku, at least a decent man with perhaps an unreasonable dedication to his duty. But by the end, this is what it has devolved into, just evil versus evil. That is the tragedy of Marine Ford. The greatest force for good in the world dies, and the bright flame of hope for the future is blown out. The world comes perilously close to the light being complete.
This exact scene is where I paused when I watched the episode. Just the Viver card just completely disintegrating. And I'm gonna cry. I broke down for 20 minutes. Because this scene is the Ace's death just, I'm crying. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry watching this, but it's, oh my god.
He snuffed out, however, here's the beauty of it. At the end, we are reminded of something. Even if Ace was supposed to be the hope for the world, the light of hope is not truly completely extinguished, as there is still that one remaining alternate path. The world may not have Whitebeard, but there is still Shanks.
There's still
and
Shanks.
The world may
There's still hope. There's still hope. There's still hope.
No longer have Ace, but there is still Luffy, the man that Shanks picked. That's the other vision of the future we see slowly develop throughout Marine Ford. Even as Whitebeard begins to reach the end of his limits, even as he fears the consequences for the world after his death, even as he ponders whether his life had any meaning, even as the possibility grows that Ace, the light of hope for the future, may not survive, Whitebeard begins to notice a different light. He begins to see a different possibility, the same possibility that Shanks did. Not Ace, not Blackbeard, but the third path, Luffy. Maybe not as strong as Ace, maybe not as far along, maybe not as obviously Pirate King material, but still a potential path to the same outcome. A man who can find the One Piece, who can bring the dawn of the world. That is why Whitebeard finally begins to bet on Luffy. That is why he asks Luffy to show him what lies beyond this era. That is why throughout Whitebeard's final speech, it is Luffy who we are shown as the man who can carry the flames of Roger's will, of Ace's will. And by the end of Marine Ford, everyone has noticed it. The Marines, the Whitebeard pirates, the Shichibukai, even if none of them know anything about the Will of D, what matters is that they see what Luffy represents, which is a light of hope for the future, to one day be the man who can change things. The same man that Ace was supposed to be, there is still this ember of hope that Luffy could be that man instead. It is pure chance that it is Luffy who has ended up as the final hope instead.
I'm so emotional.
Of Ace. Again, it was always meant to be Ace, but a few crossroads of fate going in unexpected directions have led to a very different outcome. This moment where Blackbeard could have killed Luffy far before Luffy amounted to anything was its own crossroads of fate, and Luffy just happened to get away and survive. This moment where Ace challenged Blackbeard in place of Luffy was another crossroads of fate, resulting in Ace being the light that was extinguished instead. And finally, the last moments of the war, where Luffy could have died along with Ace, eliminating all hope for the future, were changed forever at yet another crossroads, with the fate of the world being greatly altered yet again, simply thanks to the courage of one
One Piece will never be the same
young
after
Marine.
this
It is also
freaking
quite
arc,
fitting that the
dude.
Marineford War ends with these last reminders of hope, a reminder that even though Whitebeard is gone, there is still one last force for good in the pirate world.
The best part of the Tooth
Even
Pass is that they chose different successors and they've gone about raising them oh so differently.
if the landscape has changed to 3 evil emperors, there is still this last bastion that can keep the peace. It is fitting that Shanks appears to end this spiraling series of calamities,
My Pookie.
as proof that the world has not yet fallen completely into disarray, and as a reminder that his choice to fulfill Roger's will still remains. And so it all begins with this symbolic moment where the sun was swallowed by the darkness. This defeat led to the tragedies of Marineford, which swung the balance of the world to near absolute despair, and the main path to the dawn of the world was eradicated forever. However, complete
Shanks, my
apocalypse was
beloved.
held at bay at least temporarily, as it is not yet
Can we just talk about how, like, the Marines, the second that Shanks came in to, like, stop everything, all the Marines were like, yeah, we're not fucking with him. It was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm good. Let's not fight him, guys. I have still yet to see Shanks fight because, like, obviously he's not like I mean, he is a major character, but, like, we haven't really seen what he's capable of up until this point. So, like, I just thought it was so, like, oh, fuck, he must be really, really strong for the Marines to be like, nah, we're good. They're not gonna fuck with this guy. Oh, I love that you're so overly emotional side to purely take in the story. Thank you for justifying our love for this series. I second what you said, Quentin. I watch reactors for the emotions. No need for any reactor to apologize for them. No, you're good. Yeah, no, this I can't even find like the right words to describe how I feel with just the entirety of Marineford, other than just like it's so good and like I'm broken.
time for the true, final, climactic battle for the dawn or the darkness.
Oh,
One
God.
other great force for good still remains to hold the peace temporarily, and a second, alternative path to the dawn of the world has been preserved. Even though the balance of the world shifts heavily towards darkness in the wake of Marineford, there is still the opportunity to bring the world into its dawn. And so it is a much darker world that Luffy comes out of the time skip and emerges into, and with the actual pivotal battle for the world coming, this time he will have to truly become the man who can
Yes.
bring the world into its dawn. So all of that is to
Agreed.
say, I've never seen a storyline as elegantly set up as Marineford.
Honestly, me neither, brother.
With the stakes,
Me
the
neither.
scope, the planning, the reveals, the thematic threads being bound
Yes.
together and cemented for the
Peak.
entire story, and the powerful
I love
symbolism
One
throughout it that
Piece.
casts the entire narrative of One Piece into a new light.
I love One
in terms of
Piece.
grand vision and large-scale planning,
Actual
just putting so
fuck
many
you, thank
layers
you,
and
Rotom.
elements
Absolute
of storytelling
cinema.
together for one climactic conclusion to the first act of a gigantic, decades-long epic. Marineford is the greatest example of One Piece's unparalleled excellence in terms of long-form narrative construction. And if you enjoyed this video, then definitely
was
like,
such a beautiful
comment,
video.
and subscribe. Special thanks to patrons A. Abazi, Adrian Hakeem, Cesar Olagwe, Koopy Koop, God Complex, Harrison Otto, Justin Holland.
This was such a beautiful video. It's so beautiful. I am like in shambles and I am emotional and I am not okay. I am not okay. So with that, I am gonna go take a bathroom break, and to break this really emotional distress that I have put myself through. We're gonna watch something a little more on the lighthearted side because we need that. I think we definitely need that. So let me get the video we're gonna watch next, if I can find it. Not this one. Nope, not that one. That was just the same video. Nope, not that one either. Nope, not that one. Oh, I guess it is this one. 1 second. was it this one? Ah, it was this one. Okay, we are gonna watch this next. We are here for you. Purplecliffe will be good to cheer you up. Yep, we are gonna be watching Purplecliffe next. So we're gonna be watching. Okay, I'll have you guys choose because we're gonna watch both of them. Oh shit, we're gonna watch both of these, but I'll let you guys pick which one you guys want to watch first. So if one of my mods wants to put a poll up, we'll watch either If I Laugh a Pokemon Dies, the first episode, or we'll watch Pokemon Platinum, but cards decide my team. So I will be right back. I need to pee. Excuse me. Really bad. Sorry, for those who don't know, I'm still recovering from being sick. I will be right back. So let's do Ferret Walk. Yeah, Ferret Walk. I'll be back. Sorry. I went to actually go get my mail because there was something important in the mail. There was something very, very important in the mail today. So thank you for waiting. I appreciate it. Why are we building a ladder? The ladder! What is going on? Okay, what was the poll? What did we vote on, gamers? What did we vote on? Why can't I see the thing for the poll? Brother, something came in the mail today. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Hold up, Nori's here. Nori, I guess wanted to hang out today. What did we decide on, gamers? I also missed the results. Oh no, the ladder broke! No! Shit. 1 second. You know, clearly I came prepared today. I really did, but let's see. I don't have mod view open, so maybe I should have mod view open. Oh, just kidding. It doesn't show. If I laugh at Pokemon, I guess we're watching that then. All right, gamers. We are watching If I Laugh, a Pokemon Dies. A very famous, I would like to say, pretty famous, infamous series by Purplecliffe here. Everybody tells me to watch this one, so I've actually never seen it. So I guess we'll see what's cooking. I feel like if I were to do this challenge, a lot of Pokemon would be dead.
Lose a Pokemon. And if I run out of Pokemon, I have to restart. Am I able to beat Pokemon Heart Gold while people try and make me lose? Well, it's a good thing that it's hard to make me laugh.
Dust Lotus, Smelly, and Milk for your dad. Thank you so much for the follows.
And I will not lose!
Oh no.
If this video gets 50,000 likes,
wait, I don't
I'll
think
do
I've
another.
seen him with longer hair. I kind of dig it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna say it right now. None of you guys are gonna make me laugh. Remember, it doesn't start until I get starter Pokemon. Any questions? Yes. Purplecliffe, what product do you use in your hair? Your mom's. Okay, boys, listen. Right here. Let's get all the laughs out now.
How long is this?
Drop a ha-ha. Laugh with me, please. Ha-ha-ha. Ha-ha. Woo. Woo. Woo.
I would fail this challenge so quick, chat. I would fail this so quick.
All right, laugh.
I have the humor of a 12-year-old.
Are out of the way. I'm not gonna laugh. Everything is randomized. Our starters are Probopass, the fighting type, Metagross, the water type, and Charizard, the bug type. Okay, boys.
Hey, that's
what
so
are we?
sick.
Are he, not him. Because I'll never be him.
No. I'm resisting as well. Real. He's fighting for his life, and so am I. I'm also fighting for my life.
I didn't laugh. Metagross! Oh, boys, this run is over. I have a water type Metagross. I'm naming it The Run. I will not laugh. I will not lose. And we are going to beat this game in one try. Its ability is Ice Spot.
This Pokemon regains HP in a hailstorm. Oh, I see.
It's my motherfucking birthday. Shouts out my moms. Shoving me out her budussy. Shouts out my dad. For fucking my mom's budussy. I laughed there again.
No! Run number 2.
All right. We start over.
I hate this. Why is it the question
also
of people
hate this.
log into my stream and just their first thing is not, hey, Cliff, how are you? It's, which run are we on? And while the answer is always normal than more than one, it's a little disrespectful. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. I don't have any Pokemon. I can laugh right now and it doesn't matter. Your name is wrong, bro. No, it's not. But we will flip the card and write subscribe.
Thank you so much for the 7 months.
Click subscribe button right now or you
Hell yeah, brother.
will never catch a shiny Pokemon in your life.
We're good.
Purplecliffe? Okay, I did spell my name wrong. Grotle the fire type. Hippowdon the normal type.
Ooh, I like Hippowdon. Ooh,
What's that? Oh my god. Regigigas won the poll. Oh my God. That was the fastest poll we've had in our entire lifetime. 75,000 votes for Regigigas? That quickly? That's crazy. I'll run a poll. Hey, Cliff. This video is sponsored by Boxu, a Japanese snack box company that sends you snacks, tea, and literal goodness straight from Japan to your front doorstep. I've partnered with Boxu for the last 4 months and opened all of their boxes on stream. I even have a VOD of me opening it if you want to see what's exactly inside of it. This is my favorite company to work with, and as someone who's been to Japan, I can easily say they did not miss. They work with over 500 snack makers straight out of Japan to ship to your doorstep. And if you want to eat your box along with me on stream, they've given a discount code for you to save 10% off your entire subscription. Click the link at the top of the description or go to boxu.com and use code PURPLE10. Trust me, if you want to experience a different culture, this is the way to do it. No more laughing. Please, I need to win this video.
It's liquid plastic. What did you think I was talking about? Anyway, the molds full of industrial strength jizz will solidify.
What? Industrial strength jizz.
We're going with Regigigas, boys. The run. The Nuzlocke has started. Good luck, everyone trying to make me laugh.
Don't
Why
be
isn't
conventional?
Kevin Harvick?
Be exceptional. Upgrade to Mobile One synthetic motor oil. It helps your engine last over 250,000 miles.
Wow.
Oh, sick.
Did someone who works for Mobile One just donate to me? Did you just call up corporate and be like, hey, can I spend $5 to get an advertisement of ours played in front of 500,000 people? Yeah? Okay.
10 viewers.
I have a Regigigas.
I don't like that. No, I'm good. I hate spiders.
Of all web building species.
No.
Recently, scientists gave these tiny creatures a variety of psychoactive drugs
no.
to observe their effects on web building. When given a minute dose of LSD,
I kind of want to know what happened to the spider after they gave him the minute dose of LSD. That was not a that does not count as a Listen, boys. I have a No! Why did a gnome get me? I have a Regigigas! Why was it so short? Run number 3, boys!
No! Oh, no!
That's a good meme.
The bowling ball as we know it has undergone a lot of changes over several centuries.
What is with the bowling balls today?
Success. From a crude stone to carved wood to rubber to molded polyester, it's been reinvented.
What? Why are you guys just sending bowling balls? That's the second one we've gotten today. That wasn't even a joke. That was like a bowling ball documentary.
No,
Help me pick,
that's
chat.
so stupid.
We've got Arcanine, the rock type. That's an immediate win. Mawile, the ground type. Sudowoodo, the steel type. We all agree. Arcanine, the rock type, right? Sudowoodo? Why are you guys saying Sudowoodo? Is it because it looks like a wiener? Be 100% honest with me. I'll make a poll because I think
that does
you
not look like a
Sudowoodo people
wiener.
are in the minority.
Get out of the top.
Okay.
The poll is up. Pick my starter. Do not vote Arcanine. No! Do not vote Sudowoodo. Vote for Arcanine. Come on. It's so close. Why are you guys voting? You're literally voting for Sudowoodo because it looks like a wiener. Okay? Right now, vote for Arc. Please. 10 seconds. Stop voting for Sudowoodo. Stop voting for Sudowoodo.
Oh, no. It's so close.
Easiest win of my life. Wasn't even scared once.
Major Bumsville, oh, I'm so late.
Oh.
What?
I love the Sailor Moon dub.
That song is so funny to me because Pokemon 7 texts it to me every day at 7:30 in the morning when he wakes up. It's rock dark type? That's good. And its ability
is Ash.
Snowcloak.
Fucking
it's over.
Ash.
We've been trying to contact you regarding your car's extended warranty for quite some time now.
Seen it already.
This will be our final attempt to try and reach you.
Seen it already.
Honestly, mood. That's me.
Please, can you guys just let me catch another Pokemon? Let me go into the grass.
Let him play the
catch a
game,
Pokemon,
guys. Let him play the game.
and just leave. That's all I ask. All right. Oh, also, shout out.
I'm a Reshiram.
Are you kidding me?
Is that what Reshiram says? Reshiram! Kaka! I'm a Reshiram.
He's trying.
As I was saying, shout outs Pokemon 7 for giving me this idea. All I have to do is not laugh. The drool.
Sheesh.
Good meme. Good meme.
The move was created by Yeltsin in 1987. However, it was immediately banned from all karate competitions due to its violent nature, which is why once again I urge you to use caution. Step 1 is to make a fist, ensuring that your thumb is on the outside of your fingers. If it is on the inside, it can break your thumb during impact. Do this with both hands. You now want to place your fists halfway between your chest and your hip. Once you're at this point, move them slowly from side to side, and eventually the momentum
Like this?
will end up with you.
Whoever sent that, seize him. Death row.
Well, the appendix was most likely burst due to pressure during sex.
Sex?
Ludwig be like, okay,
A shortcut to the chum bucket. That must be for me. This isn't the chum bucket.
was that Gibby?
Not Gibby.
Every fruit on your table.
Not Gibby, bro.
Farmers rule and supported organic
Whoa.
before it was cool.
Listen here, companies, I'm emailing my talent agency right now. Hey, Tom, companies are donating dumb ads for $5 to get it played. How can we copy strike Amazon? Sent it. There's gotta be some law against a company media sharing their ad. Boys and ladies and theys, everybody, please, can I just catch one more Pokemon?
Just one more.
Pause all the last
Let him
things.
get through the game,
Pause all the
guys.
Keck W's. I'm so close to getting a Pokemon so I can get a run going, okay? Can we just like, come on, please, please,
chill.
just slow it down a little.
Oh no.
Heck yeah. Join the Olympics.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No! No!
Come on, dude! What is that? You're joking me! Oh, I hate everything, dude! What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Didn't get me. Our starter Pokemon are Badoo!
I fucking
Phanpy?
hate Badoo.
And Gluck Gluck 9000.
Real. Oh, this one. Dude, this was a real toy too. I've hated going to fucking Walmart or Target and like going in and just seeing the fucking poopsie slime toys. Like, what? What the fuck? Gonna get loopy off my poopy. Brother, I was like, are kids actually wanting this? Imagine being a mother and like, little Mary, can you write your Christmas list for Santa this year? And then fucking little Mary's over here, fucking, I want a poopsie slime surprise for my birthday. Imagine having to search on Amazon poopsie slime. What on God's green earth is that? I don't know. You would had to have paid me a lot of money to be able to sing that for a commercial. I don't blame you if you never want to talk to me again. No, you're fine.
What? This cop tried to arrest me today because I was covered in 100 hot dogs. I'm like, I don't understand what the problem is. Since when did it become illegal to tape wieners to your face?
Not
and
the
this other guy
glizzy
came over and was
goblin, bro.
We're picking Weeping Bell.
It's me.
Come on.
Come on, Grommet. Come, Grommet. Wait.
Hiya!
Oh my god.
Good meme.
See the line where the sky meets the sea. It calls me. And no one knows how far it goes.
Is this the same?
Oh, he's fine.
Oh, he made it out.
Oh. Yippee.
Good meme.
Toothpaste, Colgate Total's breakthrough formula actively fights bacteria on your teeth, tongue, cheeks, and gums for 12 hours, keeping your whole mouth healthy.
It said at the bottom right, requested by Colgate. That was literally the Twitch account Colgate. Huh?
What the fuck?
Dude, what are you doing?
Oh Lord, not the Apex memes.
Our first Pokemon is Azumarill.
Let's go!
It's Steel type. I lowered its HP. Boom! I can laugh now! Oh my god! Oh, my chest was literally starting to hurt. Our Pokemon encounter is... Oh, a Minun. Okay, you know what? This thing could be good. What do we name it, chat? I'm naming it Unkillable. It's never gonna die. I'm telling you right now,
he's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
All the way to the Elite Four.
Hello, how are you? I'm under the water. Please help me.
You didn't get me. Listen here, boys.
You didn't get me either, brother.
That Minun is unkillable.
I say as I laugh.
Our Route 30 encounter is the Apom. That's Dragon type. We'll take it.
Like you could, G.
I've just got to catch it now. B button is being pressed. Apom, please. 1. No.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, you froze me. That's just fine and dandy. Apom, you Baneri. 1, 2.
2.
No. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Oh my god, no.
God
no!
What the fuck?
Apom was caught.
Toss me my keys.
But at what
I said
cost?
my keys.
I thought you said printer.
Why the f would I say printer?
This kid's definitely on crack right now.
Real. The brain rot is crazy.
It was the basketball, man! No, I only have one Pokemon now! I literally just lost my whole team. Dragon type.
Should you not add a Rotom to?
Vending machine.
What the fuck?
This is disrespectful.
It is very disrespectful.
This is disrespectful.
How do you answer these correctly?
Wait. We have 2 more questions.
All right.
Oh my god, he's so tall.
You're amazing. Wait.
I'd really hate it if a Rotom took over my vending machine.
Disrespectful.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Scooby-Doo is a Dark Souls boss.
Scooby Demon.
What is that?
I can straight up just picture Scooby-Doo looking like badasses.
Didn't get me. Our Pokemon encounters a Graveler. All right,
we're so back.
Dragon Breath. This should not kill it. Dragon Breath won't do much damage with.
Oh my gosh.
It's super effective.
I'd cry.
Our Dark Cave encounter is Vespiquen.
Oh,
I'm 20,
fuck.
so I can't f with you.
You're 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. No one has to know, baby girl.
Don't call me baby girl. I'm not your fucking Spanish teacher. Don't do that.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Sure.
Bro.
Okay, that one almost got me.
Cheese.
You know what? Period. Mm-hmm.
What is this?
no.
Things I wish I was under? Cynthia.
No, what? Okay, him answering Cynthia is actually the best possible answer he could have possibly listed.
It's just a piece of bread. What?
Oh. Hold it in, hold it in, hold, 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 hold!
Framed. Okay, someone put their persona pointing a gun at me and said, "Show us what's inside the fridge, Wayne."
You want to know what's inside the fridge?
Oh,
you want
no,
the truth?
not this one.
I'll show you the truth.
Truth?
Oh,
There is no fridge.
I lied.
It was never real.
Wayne Radio is one of boys. Listen, that's such a that would have gotten anyone to laugh. But the problem is I am such a huge Wayne Radio fan. Dude, he's. You didn't get me.
A Boise, Idaho woman is considered a medical miracle.
Aw.
Esterman was struck by lightning nearly a month ago, and she was considered officially dead. Thankfully, CPR from her mom revived her heart, but she laid in a coma for 2 weeks, and then she.
This isn't
defied
funny.
all
This is just
odds
sad.
and woke
Yeah.
up.
I should buy
You know, I'm really, really, really sorry for that woman. And I think this video is just this is gonna test whether or not I have a spot in heaven. If there is one. Oh God.
Well, obviously.
He clearly is going straight to hell. He's going to hell.
There's a problem with that tape. She doesn't really sound like that.
Oh my. All right. Release it.
Press F in
It's time
chat.
to
I'm
go.
releasing the Vespiquin.
Pregante. Can u bleed
F.
while u are.
How many of these are there, dude? I'm just trying to catch a Pokemon, and there's like a billion people trying. Okay, come on. Our Pokemon encounter is a Meganium.
Oh, that's a good one.
3.
Oh, the countdown.
Oh,
What
no.
happens? What happens?
Hey, you.
Ooh.
This is footage of my mods dealing with you guys in chat.
No, you're so real. This is my mod.
Just look at that ocean. Just look at it. Just look at it. Just look at that ocean. Just look at it. Just look at it.
That wasn't me. That was me. That was one of my mods. That was one of my mods. No, because this is actual footage of my mods. Whenever there's a stinky, nasty person in my chat who they're like, yes, finally someone we can beat up. Can I be the one that gets uppies from the mods? You want uppies from my mods? Why do you want uppies from my mods? We didn't fart? Yes, you did.
It's literally my mods dealing with you guys in chat. This is just. Wait, no, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. I was
Yes,
laughing
it
at my own
does.
balls. It has tinted lead. F in chat for Meganium.
Damn, boy, were you just frying chicken in there? For real, though. You piss loud as f. I think that's pretty cool.
I think I had a dream once of Cynthia saying that to me, and I woke up, and now I'm wearing these clothes. Let's
It should have been me, honestly. I should have been the one dreaming of that.
power through this, grab all of our items, a PP up.
PP
Okay. I can explain. The timing of that may look bad. All right, we're ready. Are we ready to take on the gym? All we got to do is get past.
All right, let's see here. We get time and space, every human emotion,
Yep.
every natural element,
Okay.
and nature itself, life and death.
Okay.
What do we go for next?
Only one place left to go. We go for God.
Wait, no.
Okay.
We beat the gym.
Try this here whoosh
Hell yeah.
bottle.
Woo. That's so cool.
Are you winning, son?
Didn't make me laugh. Did not make me laugh. Good try. Stop saying in chat. Okay, it's making it worse. Stop. Everyone. No, that didn't count. That did not count. That did not count. He laughed. That didn't count. That did not count. That wasn't from a meme.
It did, brother.
I just lose
It
this
did.
run because of chat going oon. Our starter Pokemon, Swellow the ground type, Toxicroak the poison type,
that's not bad.
and Probopass the electric type. What Pokemon are we picking as our starter? Ribs is the name of our Toxicroak.
Mauricio, I can't move it.
No. Oh, I'm actually sad.
Oh my god. Was that me? What is?
I have a place in heaven. I have a place in heaven. I have a place in heaven. I have a place in heaven.
Right now, the missing persons report 9 years later, 9 St. Patrick's days are now in the past, but still, the elusive mystical beast that is the Crichton leprechaun remains on the loose tonight. So have you seen him? Of course, this is just an
Why was that an NFT? Run number 6.
4 p.m. Time for your pegging session.
Whoa!
Same, honestly, Luigi. Daisy could strap on a double XL bad flying 8-wing dragon spiked with turbocharge, and I would say yes. I mean, it's Daisy. Come on, bro. Let's be real. Our starter Pokemon are Rattata the normal type, Shuppet the steel type. What? Stop saying Rattata, please. Stop typing Rat Jam in chat.
Rat Jam!
The Poseidon and I. Purplecliffe, the Poseidon and I. Shut up. You're wrong. I'm winning. L. Rattata.
Can anybody say they know the general? I doubt it. He looks so cold, quiet, and grand.
The narrator, bro. Our Rayquaza's ability is electric ground type with pure power. Stop.
No,
Stop.
not these ones. That was a pretty good one. Oh no.
Okay.
No.
This is the best Pokemon we've ever gotten in any Nuzlocke ever. Stop typing un. I have a responsibility as a content creator to not laugh. I think I can do it. Let me just catch another Pokemon with my murder Rayquaza. Then we go back to jokes.
Guys, that's what they're trading.
Trade what? All those videos.
We have to do something, and we have to do it now.
Oh my God.
Who's that?
Bro, stop chat. Don't type it. Don't type it. Stop, bro. It's so funny, but it's
so
actually making me hurt.
In 2077, what makes someone a criminal?
Buying Cyberpunk?
In Night City, you can become...
Lock me up then. Lock me up. Send me straight to jail then. Jesus. What the fuck is happening?
No! 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 That is a lie! That is a libel! Slander! Wrong! I'm not ticklish!
Disgusting!
That is wrong! How is that video on... Not everything you read on the internet is true, people.
I ain't got no food, bro. Yo, who the f put Michael Jackson in the freezer? We like what you've got.
Say something inappropriate, though.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was gonna turn into and I think we're
Pokemon from
Oh wait, I thought that was the
Tentacle
actual
Route
shiny.
and Chad.
No!
Chat. No. Okay, dude. Listen, you weren't even trying to make me laugh. You literally
That was just sad.
just decided to put.
Baby! Look at them!
You just put that there to make me feel bad.
Oh no.
Crabs can swim?
We like what you've got.
Say something inappropriate, though.
You guys have far too much power in this video. Did someone make that just after I said the last time I thought it was going to be Did someone literally
He
just
did ask
upload
for
that
it.
to
Yeah,
YouTube
he
seconds
did
ago?
ask for
you
it.
guys can do that?
I need to be very, very careful. We're gonna open this up.
What's this?
Oh.
When did I upload this?
Chrome. Oh, it's so sick. Look at this chat.
Our first Pokemon encounter is a Wigglytuff. It's not bad. Oh no, I'm gonna lower HP a little bit. Double slap, I think, kills it. Our first Pokemon encounter is a Slowbro. Okay. Oh my god,
pretty
please
good.
just catch. Thank you. I'm naming him Bug Bro. I've got a backup plan. Okay, this is the run that we're winning. Nothing you can do can stop me from winning this run because it's
something familiar about this map.
What?
What the actual heck was that? Of all the methods.
Jesus Christ.
Mods, replay some funny videos. I'm gonna go pee. Everyone in chat, just start spamming oon. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
He's out of now.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was peeing, I farted, and I laughed. I don't know if you heard me laugh. You may have heard me fart because it was very loud. That does not count, correct? Now, are you guys just sending me videos of crabs swimming?
They're so cute though.
What? Okay, listen. Thank you for educating me. It's coming a little bit to the point of harassment at this point. I didn't know crabs could swim. Half of my chat didn't know either.
Let's ask Pudgy how he slept last night. Hey, yo, Pudgy. How'd you sleep last night, my guy?
Oh. Isn't Pudgy dead? Isn't Pudgy like actually dead? Wait, that's so sad. No. Oh.
Bruh.
Can we get an F in chat or a heart to pay respects for Pudgy?
Can we also get F's in chat, please?
Okay, here's Big Fart. Oh, shit. Oh. That was a deep one.
Oh, yeah.
Shall I play another fart sound?
Yeah, give me another one. Come on.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Ooh. That one was a wet one.
That was
Bro.
Oh.
That was
Oh man, that is crazy. Let me get a false swipe going.
Is that John?
We will catch this guy. I am so excited for
Oh
this.
my god,
Let's
John was so
go.
baby.
Wait! Oh my god, no! I wasn't even thinking! No!
Purplecliffe moment. Everyone, 07, pay respects Slowbro's dead.
Everybody do the whale thing.
Smack attack! Thank you so much for the 12 months at tier 3. Holy shit. Thank you. You're a gamer. Holy moly. Thank you so much.
Guys, stop it with the You didn't get me.
Pokemon from
Stop, bro. Oh my god. What is this? What is this? What is this? Who did this? This is chat. No. Why? Okay, dude. Listen. That's too far.
Oh, what the fuck?
Is this my mom? Oh, I think this is my mom.
Sleep lock?
All right, we're talking with her.
He's like, I'm talking to my mom. He's talking to the trash can.
How long do I have to talk with her, chat?
I love my mom.
Every poo-poo is pee-pee time.
True.
Real.
But not every pee-pee is poo-poo time.
It's poo-poo time.
True.
Think about that one, Mr. Batman. Huh?
Based. Nose pass. This should be easy to catch. Please just catch. Thank you. Our other encounter is... Please be good. Oh! Kingler. That thing can swim. Did you guys know that? He's rock type. Double slap shouldn't kill him. Why does double slap hit 4 times when the move is called double slap? Double means 2! Why did I hit 4? You didn't get me.
Pokemon from
Stop, bro. Oh my god. What is this? Hey, click subscribe right now. Click subscribe on this video. Click subscribe. Make sure to follow on Instagram, my new Twitter, @NotPurplecliffe. Subscribe to this video now. I'm stopping this chain now. Subscribe. Twitch Prime. YouTube. Purplecliffe 2. Purplecliffe Mod. Purplecliffe Roblox. Subscribe. I just used your meme to my advantage. Get baited, kids. Our Pokemon encounter is a goddamn Wigglytuff. Okay, double slap only hit twice. That's good. That's enough slices.
Nice.
It's enough slices!
If you type Keck W, you're banned. What is this? Is that the GameCube?
Friday, 7:27 p.m.
What kind of fucking McDonald's has a message? What do I say? I want a burger tomorrow? What the?
Real?
It was the Keck W's in chat, man.
Some Pokemon now. And no.
What is that? No!
Make it drop.
I'm so sorry, Mom. Everyone, type an F for our nose pass. Please, I need another Pokemon, bro. Is a Tauros. Can this thing survive a double slap?
Sketcher. In love couple. Singers. Copying machine.
Oh my god, I double slapped 3 times.
Stressed out. Gossiping machines. Hyperactives.
Me.
Musicians. Out of earth. Hard workers.
Not me.
Bullies.
Me.
And most importantly...
Everything leads back to Reggie Rock.
How am I losing all of these encounters?
Whoa.
W in chat. Man's no simp. Here we go. Come on. Has a slack off. We easy kill. 1 down. Okay. Grumpig. Level 13. All we gotta do is kill this and we're good. Done. W in chat.
We're so back.
Oh, we get an egg. No, I don't need to buy anything. I don't need to egg. Thank you. Good soup. Our Pokemon encounter in Union Cave is a cool. It is a Tentacool. All right, lobbing Pokeballs. Pokeball. Nope. Please, man. You're joking.
Come on, you can do this.
I can't hurt you. I have pure power, and I'm a Rayquaza. Nope. If you don't get in this ball, your mom's a hoe. Nope. Wow.
His mom's a hoe, I guess.
Oh my god. Uncatchable. Salute, boys! Think of all the people around you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Never give up.
I'm motivated. I'm motivated. I am so motivated. Motivation. That changed my life.
Our Pokemon
changed my life.
encounter is...
Враг сзади по левому флангу!
Yo! Whoa!
Metapod was caught. Give me a name for this, chat. Comrade? I'll name him Comrade. I love how nobody has added to that chain of clips, by the way. That I said subscribe. I love how nobody has redone it. I successfully stopped the chain there. King. Our encounter is Cyndaquil. I think we're gonna beat this, chat. I'm starting to think that you guys aren't as funny as you thought you were. I had 40. Hey, we caught
Let's
it.
go.
I'm gonna name this one. We have Rat Jam, and I'm gonna name this one Cat Jam.
Production staff, Sid for her awesome graphics. We're able to watch these top level individuals do what they do best.
He couldn't resist. He couldn't resist. And you know what? I don't blame him.
They did it too. It's not just
I don't
me.
blame him.
Effing chat for Comrade. Now all I gotta do is not laugh, and we'll be able to beat this gym.
Oh, we're so back.
Didn't get me. Didn't get me.
Holy shit! Holy fuck!
Yeah, I'm ready to order. What do you have? I'll take a... What did you say?
Is that another un?
I heard his order, Mr. Krabs.
He understands. He gets it. He gets it. He gets it.
I love how nobody has added to that chain of clips, by the way. That I said subscribe. I love how nobody has redone it. I successfully stopped the chain there. King. Back to one Pokemon. What is this, man?
Oh, God. I just got sent back to 2013, bro.
Enough.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
That one was pretty good. Pretty good, if you might say so myself. I think that if the circumstances were a little bit... Sorry, what's the Kendrick dance? This is gonna be the farthest that we've gotten. Pat jams and rat jams
we're
only.
so back.
Let's go.
Oh, we're so
Bulbasaur,
back.
attack. I've got pure power. One down. Please kill. Nice. 2 gyms down. We're winning this game. This is the run. We're winning. No!
Oh, frick.
Boom!
Alexa,
No. No.
fart for me. Okay, here's big fart.
King.
Hold it in. Fight it. Fight the urge.
I need to hatch this egg so I can have a Pokemon. That almost just lost me this run. Come on, egg.
Oh.
Coca-Cola, España. Meryl is my encounter.
I love the exploding memes.
Come on. What say we forget the tournament and grab some lunch?
I think you'll be dining alone as usual.
Oh.
You're such a charmer.
I would let her
My Pookie.
spit in my throat.
You know what? Me too, brother. I would let her do horrible, horrible things to me, and I'd be okay with it. I want her toes in my mouth.
All right.
Wonderful. Mm-hmm.
Why is this so long? Why is this so... The amount of constitution that took to not laugh.
Let me tell you, no girl wants to get in bed with a guy who can go, huh? Let me see you take your pants off.
I don't think she's looking mighty fit today. Let me spread those cheeks. ABC.
Whoa!
Exy, I'm going to
Oh,
take
I love Gilbert Gottfried. Whoa!
Come on! Gilbert Godfrey is not fair. Okay, whatever this Pokemon is, I gotta release it. I've gotta, whatever this Pokemon is, I've gotta release it. A Staryu. Shut up, chat. I'm not gonna get Kenya. Can you stick my wiener in your butt? Why was that the first thing? Wait, why did that come in? Okay.
Oh no!
I'm gonna release a Pokemon. I'm just gonna stop with the farting, bro.
His two favorite things were Pokemon and waifu.
Oh my god!
Oh, same, bro.
I can't do
love for these two things only.
Size Expert, thank you so much for the phone. I'm so ill. I'm so ill.
Grew.
Dude, this is
On
me.
his deathbed,
Literally
with his
me.
final breath, he let out a dying wish. He looked to the stars and said, "Lord,
This
give
guy's
me
me.
a Pokemon wife, a pocket monster whose image needs worshipping and smiles
Wait a minute.
protecting." Later that day, Ken Sugimori put pencil to paper, and what he came out with was God of War. God of
Okay, bro. Okay. I spoke a little bit too soon on this one. Our Pokemon encounter is a Sableye. We can catch this thing. Let me just lower its HP with a cut. Okay, let me take off the choice band. This one is a Trapinch. I don't have to lower its HP. We're just gonna throw Pokeballs. W. Okay. We're naming this one Sableye, and we're gonna pretend like I never killed that Sableye. Deal? Deal. Thank you, chat.
What do you mean? This is a Sableye.
He's dead.
Oh.
Chunky's dead.
I'm actually kind of sad.
Did that count?
The Luli ball feeder sends balls down through tubes to a ball pusher. A ball divider positions the balls evenly. Next comes the ball cage, a metal cage that retains the balls in position. The balls harden. This entire process.
That's what your mom's contact name is in my phone.
Standing the self-checkout, you'd be standing there holding a bag of sprouts and it goes, "Please put your first item on the scanner." Please put your first item on the scanner.
What?
Please put your first item.
Stop, bro.
Sprouts.
Come on, dude. Come on! How many Pokemon have I lost? Oh my god, I'm back to one Pokemon. You're joking.
Oh, no.
You're literally joking me.
If you accept the definition that a word is some letters surrounded by a gap, then knop it.
Oh my god. Where are these coming from, dude? Boys, it's Whitney time. We're gonna beat this. This is gonna be the win.
No.
Are you ready? Whitney!
This is the
I can beat
definition
you.
of hell, bro.
Her name is Joe. Joe Mama Thunderfang. We know your water type. One down.
Let's go.
I am the greatest Pokemon player ever! You thought that you could beat me. You thought I would lose. You thought I would not. Thought I would laugh at that. I may have only one Pokemon, but I will not laugh.
Uh-oh.
And I will not lose.
Oh, no.
I will win this challenge.
This is where it all goes wrong, doesn't
and
it?
we will take...
Markiplier is a better Let's player.
Stop, bro.
He loves to drink milk. He is so strong and sexy. I'm
Yeah, GG, bro.
Subscribe.
Rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried, dude. Rest in peace. No, that was amazing. I love that video. 10 out of 10. I found myself also kind of like participating, wanting to participate too, like trying not to laugh. Subscribe. No, you're real. Subscribe. Ah, Lord. All right, I think I want to play Pokemon. I know I said we were going to watch the other Purplecliffe video, but we're going to do that next stream. 1 second. I need to blow my nose. I hate how much mucus my body is currently creating. Give me a moment. All right, I think I'm good. The amount of freaking mucus my body is creating is disgusting. I feel so nasty. I actually feel disgusting. As a bronchitis sufferer, you have my empathy. I'm so sad. This first time in my life, I honestly don't give a single fuck about Pokemon. Let me know if I'm wrong. No, a lot of people kind of have feelings about this game, and I think that it's not for everyone, but if you want something that's different from main series, then I definitely recommend. So yeah, give me 1 second. Oh my god, I swear. My gardener, or not my gardener, my HOA's gardener is outside, and they're being loud, so I'm gonna close my door. Okay. I think we're good. I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can, but I'm not risking it. The battle system stays the same. It's definitely a different battle system, for sure. Okay, so for everybody on the YouTube side, you guys are gonna get redirected into the next waiting room. So 1 second, let me just do that now.